That's a good start. We're on the air.
I love that. I love that. That's such a good sound. Anyway, dear listeners, welcome back to the Heroes of Edorea. However, Scratcher might be joining us later. However,
because he's a little bitch.
I mean, yeah.
But for now, Scratcher is gone. Scratcher may join halfway through the session, so if you hear a Discord sound, or not at all, we'll see as it progresses. But here, I'll do a recap. But first, I want to ask everyone, what do you remember from last time?
I think we got chased by a giant, and I stole some very nice jewels.
Yeah, I forgot about the giant.
The giant that was fucking banished and then started having like a mental breakdown.
I saw a ghost get fucking slaughtered.
It wasn't a breakdown; it was an existential crisis.
Oh god. What else happened? The ghost incident. That was a thing.
What?
The ghost incident. Tripitaka fucking decimated
the
already.
execution of the ghost.
Oh right.
I just want to say as well, I managed to fix Funny Mike for like a good hour, like 2 days ago, and it was amazing.
And what's it like now?
That's we'll have to see. I mean, it didn't play up too much last. It didn't play up too much last recording, so who knows? The tech priests of the mechanicus may have been right.
Right. So, anything else anyone remembers before I do our little?
I mean, the pet.
Oh, I know. Scratcher was here.
You're right. Scratcher was here.
And now he is not.
I can't give Ellis shit. He's got things to do, okay?
That's no excuse. He should have thought about that before he signed up.
How dare he be doing things instead of playing a fucking tabletop game?
How dare he actually have a life outside the house?
Okay, listen.
How dare he?
You sign up to a D&D game with Nick. Okay, you best show up when ill fate awaits you afterwards.
Okay, if that is all everyone remembers, I will get on with a little summary of what happened last time. So, the party finished their long rest at Port Amoy before heading into the small portside town to collect various things. The party had a small... I say the party, I meant Garak had a small mental breakdown over a single banana that I mentioned.
I did.
And his brain seemed to cease function, but we'd recovered. Scratcher found out that she was scammed and was given 20 gold pieces by a very, very nice stableman. And they retrieved a carriage and horses. Garak got some... Gambison. Got some Gambison. Almost forgot the name. And they set out on their way. Journeying slowly but surely. I say slowly. You're getting there at an average pace. Towards Talendor.
Bless you.
Along... I feel cursed. Thank you. Along your travels, you encountered various purveyors of goods, such as a pet salesman, where you got various animals to take care of. See how that plans out. Pets included one winged cat known as a Sinsulin, one moth dog hybrid fey thing that a Tropa bought known as a Fluffin, which has since been called Novo.
After the company that makes light bulb.
We definitely won't get sued.
You really think that the light bulb company is going out of their way?
Hey, Nuvo, if you're out there, sponsor us.
Scratcher named her Sinsulin Squilliam. Gardak purchased 4 pseudo-dragons, each of varying colours. Names have not been picked for them yet. And
That's still the case.
as well as that, a displacer beast, a cub, was purchased by Tripitaka. That'll go well.
Yes.
And a Kuiper egg was purchased by Darwin. After this, they made out on their way. Traveling across the lands, they saw great beauty and the many great green lands of Magi, as well as the distant moon-touched peaks in the distance. Skipping ahead a little bit, they had a small encounter with a circus where they were given free entertainment. And skipping ahead a little bit more, they found a small windmill where Tripitaka executed a ghost for its second time in life. And now the party has stumbled upon a wagon with an inscription on the side that says the Mary's Maidens. And Darwin found some very nice gems in the back that seem to glow a slight aura. Taking some of these without the rest of the party knowing, that is where we pick up. So, Scratcher has just finished kind of helping this dying man who has been stabilized and is just currently like kind of being cared for by Scratcher right now. And what is the rest of the party doing? As I get our music on to kick into the session.
We have a music? Whoa, my goodness.
Oh my god, it's almost like I'm trying to set a certain tone because you're traveling.
Word, wow.
Anyway, I didn't mention, I did not describe the two women who seemed to be driving the carriage before. One of them, who was the one who was trying to put out the fire earlier, Garrick promptly helped with, is another half-orcish woman. She stands about 6'1", 6'2" tall. Her physique is, built like a half-orc, like quite wide and strong. She's got some semblance of muscles, but, she's not exactly built to work out. She's wearing like this nice kind of dress with an apron. The other one appears to be a wood elven woman with this very white hair. She appears to be very old, kind of graceful wrinkles on her face. She's aged very well. This kind of tanned brown skin and another dress with like an apron on. She was the one who was hailing you before. So, what does everyone do?
I'm going. Let's have a look. I'm gonna wait. Oh, okay.
Wait, what kind of? Wait, sorry. What? So we're not on the cabin. Are we in like a tavern or something?
No, you are in the middle of grasslands. You came across a carriage that had been caught fire. It seemed to be like attacked by some kind of bandits, and now, yeah.
Okay.
You have the rest of the party has helped them. You have come along as well, Tripitaka.
Wait, I don't think all of us have helped.
Well,
oh, you're not wrong.
I'm pretty sure when we left off at Tropa, you were going to talk to the woman who was hailing you, right? If I remember correctly.
You do not, however, I'm going to do that.
Okay, so you come up to her and she goes, thank you for your aid. We're not sure what we would have done had you not come along. There's a whole range of beasts out here, and smoke signal makes quite the appearance.
Could we ask maybe what happened to you? This is what's the situation?
Yes, of course. Well, we were riding to Talendor. We happened to be delivery people, as it were, of various fine goods. This time we happened to be delivering gems there for various jewelers. Off the top of my head, one Miss Alveria Hawthorne was among them. You recognize that name?
I do.
Yeah. One of them was one Sir Grendeldorn of the Sunburst House. Among others, of course, but let's not discuss business here. I'd quite like to get on the road. Darwin, by this point, I'd say it's been about a minute since you stole those gems. Like, because like this is all happening simultaneously. Like you've just come up behind the van. You're just casually making your way off now. It's been about a minute. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Whoa, wait, for what?
We'll find out.
Just make it, please.
Oh fuck.
Okay. Give me just a moment.
I'm scared now.
How many gems in total do you have?
In total? Oh, for fuck's sake. In total, I have... Hold on, my math's bad.
Let me quickly check something, actually. Hold on.
18.
18?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Alright. So, 18.
I dropped 2.
No, you can't drop them. You don't know what's happening.
Oh, oh god. This doesn't sound good.
Okay. Give me just a moment. So, you take 70 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Sorry, 17 or 70?
No.
70.
No, I think
70
it's
points of damage.
Dead.
No,
Dead.
you're not outright dead. You have to go to your hit point maximum in the negative in one blow.
Unless that does put you at that.
It was gonna be.
My hit points are 64.
Oh, thank goodness.
So you are unconscious. As you suddenly feel the kind of the small aura that seemed to be glowing off of them, of the gems. About a minute goes by, and they suddenly burst with this energy, and you feel just this absolute surge of this like magic kind of flow into you, and it comes out of nowhere. It's like there's necrotic energy, there's fire energy. It's all just at once, and you are unconscious.
DM, I have an out.
Hey, this is why you kill all the people before, so you don't have to sneakily pick them up. You just take the whole thing in an
You
already
don't know
safe
what's
carriage.
happened.
You do realise that it could have just been triggered by you touching the gem.
I have a question for you, DM. Out of game. Permanent disfigurement and injuries is a thing in this campaign, right?
Yes, lingering injuries are a thing.
Wow. Oh, no, one of them's gonna be magical. Fucking god.
I'm gonna be...
We'll see. The rest of you see Darwin just take a few steps away, quite casually from the cart, and just bump, falls over on his face.
Wait, do they see me collapse, or do they just see me walk off and then I collapse?
Yeah, everyone sees you like walk off. No one sees you actually steal them because you rolled so high. Like everyone just kind of sees you casually walk by the car, just stand inconspicuously away from it, like just for like a minute or so, and then just suddenly like a on the face. No sound is made. There's no like explosion or anything.
I just fall
Is
over
anyone going to investigate, or is it just going to be...
I'm immediately going to go up to him and check what's up. Like, give him a little slap. Darwin?
Are you... Okay.
Do I wake up?
You come up... You don't wake up because he hasn't cast any healing on you yet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Darwin is very much unconscious, and... What's your passive perception, Athropa?
It's strong 14.
Strong 14. I'd say, yeah, with that, you do notice that one of his back pockets, his pouch, seems to be full. Are you proficient in nature, Athropa?
No.
Why are you not proficient in nature? You're a plant.
You're a plant who grew up in the Feywild.
Yeah,
and
but
you're not proficient in nature.
At the same time, in my defense, Atropa does have
You have no idea
dementia.
where he comes from.
Yeah.
And you dare take my little gems.
Is anyone in the party actually proficient in nature? Let me check this.
It's probably
think I
Darwin.
I'm gonna check Scratch's sheet.
I am not.
You're not.
I need,
Yeah, no,
I need
I
to
knew
get
you
proficient in nature and animal handling.
I knew you weren't, Darwin. That's why I didn't tell you
to.
anything. Scratcher, not proficient in nature. Tripitaka.
Where did I get proficiency in religion from then?
You got that from being a blood hunter.
Fuck.
Yeah, because when I took your level in Blood Hunter, because you couldn't do the level up with me at the time because you were busy, I was like, okay, Darwin probably because you grew up in the desert, so there's not really much in the way of plants, but you'd probably be you would probably see a lot of religious iconography, and I was like, it makes sense. So no one in the parties
need to get
no
better
one in the
animal
party
handling if I want
knows
to deal with the
about
cobra.
nature. Darwin, I'd say about 6 seconds have gone by now. Make a death saving throw.
Oh, for God's sake.
Because no one's healed you or attempted to get you back on your feet.
I don't know that he's dying.
That's one failure.
I'm gonna. Can I do like a medicine check to see what's up? Because is there anything?
Yeah, do a medicine check. I do like how peaceful this music is. Wonder what's happening. You look over him. I'll say, actually, this is a pretty hard one to fail because of what it is. You kind of lift up his shirt slightly, looking to see if there's any kind of physical injury. You see what would be the equivalent of all these different kinds of magics, like what would look like a firebolt if it had been cast at like a really high level, and if it was like necrotic energy around where the pouch was.
Oh God, so fucking buff. I'm definitely
At this point, the half-orcish woman kind of runs over. Anyone who had been paying attention would know she was looking through the back of the cart with a small kind of ledger, looking through just to see what they'd lost. Sees him collapse. It's runs over and goes, "Hey, what's happened here?"
not quite sure.
Takes the pouch from his back, which is oddly shaped, and opens them, and opens up the pouch and goes, "Oh, what a fucking fool!" Kind of takes them back over, empties them out.
No!
Do you have any kind of healing magic?
I removed them.
I do, and I cast a healing word at first level.
Darwin,
Yeah.
enough time has passed before this healing word that I need you to make one more death saving throw.
Okay, would you like me to remove the gems from my bag?
Yes,
From my
the gems from
inventory.
they have been taken from you.
The son of
Oh, fuck's sake.
Make one more death saving throw.
I'm gonna kill someone after this to help soothe my nerves.
That's one success, and you are brought back up with 7 hit points as you see a dropper over you, and this half-orcish woman just going, "The fuck did you do?"
Am I, physically able enough to, stand up?
I'd say yes with support.
I'll
Okay,
help
I'll
him
try and
I'll help
stand
him
up.
up then.
Wait, how long
Did she
does
not
it
tell
take
you
if I
what
can
we're
take another
transporting?
death save?
Each
How
death
long does
save
it
has
take?
6 seconds between it.
Ooh, okay. Let me know when the next
Yeah,
6 seconds
so
are.
I was real generous giving you that much time to discuss.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a bit bullshit if I'm like, okay, this is a gem and it kills you out of nowhere when you know nothing about it. Anyway, she goes on to say, well, that idiot over there didn't tell you that we happen to be transporting soul stones, not regular gems.
Oh, so
Do any of you know what a soul stone is?
Is that like a stone?
Do any of us know?
that you can? Is that like in Skyrim where you can trap souls and stones and then you can use them for like enchantments?
That's
No,
soul gem.
it's. I'd say everyone who wants to try and identify what this is, make a nature check, because this is not something that is.
I'll make an
arcane.
attempt this time.
I'm gonna
Yes,
make
you
an
can
attempt.
make an attempt.
I might as
Because
well
now-
try.
Because now that you've been told kind of what they are, you can try and remember what these actually are.
Alveria has never mentioned it. I know nothing of it.
Tropa, I'll let you roll with advantage because.
Yeah, I don't want advantage. I'm keeping that one.
Okay. Is there anyone who hasn't rolled? Tripitaka, if you would like,
Oh.
yeah. Tripitaka, you are the only one
Wow.
out of
I have
everyone.
a
It was.
0 in nature.
Hold on, let me see what everyone else rolled real quick. Actually, no, Garak. The DC was 10. Garak, you would know this as well.
Poggers.
The mention of soul stones jogs something in both your memories. There's something about the magic of this world. Garak, you hear this about kind of tales of druidic magics. Tripitaka, this is just through various studies. The magic of this world is one that it's strange because whenever someone of arcane or divine nature casts a spell, they don't necessarily draw it from a source. The only people who really do that are warlocks. However, when someone casts a spell, it creates this magical force, and when a spell is cast, it creates more than is necessary, like more than is necessarily needed to cast that spell. Therefore, there is runoff magic that doesn't dissipate and like is destroyed. Magic isn't slowly dying. It instead gathers in various places around Edorea and forms these strange kind of crystal-like substances that are indistinguishable from normal gems. And what Darwin was carrying was actually very powerful soul stones.
Fucking hell.
That, yeah.
I'm just gonna warn you now, if I like randomly disappear, because I'm gonna be at home on my own for a while, so...
Oh, that's fine.
Dog.
That's fine. I'd say Tripitaka, because you rolled higher. Pardon me.
No.
You would know that soul stones have to be kept in specific kind of containment. The containment can be made out of anything, but there are a certain set of runes that doesn't necessarily dispel magic, but restrains magic, and makes it so that their powerful input isn't like threatening to anyone. It hinders the ability for these soul stones to kind of give off a pulse. And give me a minute while I reveal soul stones to everyone, because I've actually given a handout for the rules for them. So just give me but a moment.
Another bit of more I can eat.
Discuss among yourself. What's the party doing?
I'm gonna give Darwin a fucking look.
What kind of look?
The bad kind.
Roll for intimidation.
I'm not gonna roll for intimidation.
See whether
I mean, Androppa is actually kind of intimidating.
Yeah, but like, do I care?
Okay, fine. I'll roll for intimidation.
Oh, I'm scared. I am fucking spooked. I look down in shame.
Oh wow.
I think a plant that uses nothing but enchantment spells would be kind of scary.
Yeah.
I know, but
Because
like,
you know that they can control you.
but also I'm an idiot, so I'm smart, but I'm still an idiot.
We know the power that this plant being wields.
Okay, I've finished up the rules, so I will give that to everyone, actually. I'll just show that to everyone, if it would allow me. So if you're all looking general information, there should be a new thing on soulstones.
Ooh.
This is mine now.
Oh, we're actually getting... You...
Each one of those gems was worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh, I lost them all. Wait, how could I
you would have had to
avoided
find a place
being
to sell.
sapped?
It's like
Oh, and special creature holding. Fuck.
Do you know how much damage you took?
No. Wait, yeah, 70.
Yeah, 70. You want to know what I had to roll for that?
What?
I'm pretty
Lucky
sure it
boy.
was 28 d12 plus something. It could have
So
been.
you got lucky.
You got real lucky.
And you're lucky you made the Constitution saving throw.
28
Otherwise, you would have
D12.
taken full damage.
28 D12.
Yeah, because it's 2d12
Ah.
for 5,000 gold piece ones.
And
Each
you
one of
got
those
a
was
bunch.
worth. Yeah, and you had a lot. You didn't know they were soul stones. They weren't in any kind of protective casing or anything. They were just in like a pouch on your belt. So
Like, why can I never get away with this stuff? Are you doing it? Are you going against me? You trying to make sure I don't steal?
Nah,
it's not my fault I tried to do world building.
a thief just has to be like a bit more sneaky.
I was sneaky.
You were
Nobody
sneaky,
saw
but
me
at the
feel
wrong time. You fucking just pick up any like thing. Use roll of perception first.
Oh my
Blame
god.
Wolfen.
But yeah, there's the rules for soul stones.
Fuck's sake.
Scary thing. I am going to, in response to this, give.
Not even 5 minutes in, and we've had death saves.
I'm going to, in response to this, give Gara.
It's PogChamp.
Going funny, Mike.
It is about me betas.
And now you're suddenly normal again.
Yeah, it's something.
Now you're funny again.
This might be a bad time to ask, but what race is Darwin?
He's
Race,
human.
I'm human.
Oh,
Yeah, I think. Why? Yeah, I'm human.
okay, cool.
This is
I like how
very.
you didn't even know that.
It's a very foreboding question.
I mean, like, not as in black and white.
we are aware. Let's have a little think here. What should I do? Is there I'm gonna actually leave Darwin.
Yeah, you're good, Mike.
No!
And the half-orcish woman goes, well, right, anyway, well, that's taken care of. So,
She's just gonna leave.
I think it's about time that we did introductions properly without a thief among us.
Among Us.
Or
Like,
at least,
kill me
at
over
least
game.
not a thief fucking something up. So,
Hey, it's 6 seconds gone.
I can tell. I saw him vent.
God damn it. So, is Gero? It's a pleasure to meet you all. Most of you. Anyway,
Oh, wait.
that one over there, her name is Eva. And you see the wood elf woman she now has like a small ledger and is just going through what was lost, what was gained, etc., etc.
Wait, what
I
was
say- what was-
gained?
I
The
say what was
knowledge of a
gained.
thief.
I say what was gained. Yeah. She's just she's noted down various things about the party that she's noticed and just seems to have gone to the back of the wagon now and is just taking taking storage. Like what they have. Anyway, we don't have any kind of protection now, except, the one guy you managed to save. Thank you for that, and turns to Scratcher. Yeah, the rest were fucking dead already by the time we got here, but yeah, thank you. We don't really have any form of protection now to get to Talendor. So how about this?
The 6 seconds passed.
I'm willing to make a trade. Well, we're willing to make a trade. You work as bodyguards, guards, whatever you want to call yourselves, whilst we get to Talendor. And once we get there, we will give you 5 very fine soul stones.
Are they gonna kill us?
Each or individual, like as a whole?
As a whole.
Oh.
We still have deliveries to make, but no, you will be rewarded. As a group, you will get 5 fine soul stones, like the ones you tried to take. Each one will be priced at 5,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
So, do we have a deal?
Sounds pretty pog, I think. What do you guys think?
I do not mind.
No, sorry for using pog in the D&D context. That's probably not.
I could not care less. It's something the monks taught
immersion
you.
breaking.
Something
Funny
the
enough,
monks
maybe.
taught you. It's an ancient
Oh
language.
yes.
It's the ancient language of Twitch chat.
I don't think it's ancient language. I think it's
Anyway, continuing. She goes, all right, so if we have a deal, we'll just take a minute or so to get everything back in order and we can continue on our way. We're really, really thankful. And she kind of leans into... she would lean into Garak's ear and go, well, she has to kind of lean up and get on her toes.
Garak is
Garak
fucking
is 6'6".
enormous.
Massive.
But yeah, she kind of gets up into Garek's ear and goes, "Keep an eye on that sneaky one of yours. Is a little bit of a troublemaker."
I just nod.
Well, that's good. So, let's be getting on our way. And she heads back over to the car and just starts just helping, like, getting everything packed back onto the thing.
6 seconds
eventually-
passed.
You're not on death save.
What do you wanna
anymore,
do?
Don't worry.
Am I not? Oh, I thought
No.
get 3 successes.
You have to be unconscious to be making death saves. And when you come back to consciousness, all fails and
So you have to get
successes
3
are gone.
successes. But not,
You have to
like,
get 3 successes to be stabilized in combat. However, if healing magic is cast on you, all fails and successes are gone, and they
Okay.
like reset, and you
I
come
rolled
back
some hit dice.
to combat. Well, if I may continue, they spend a bit of
Yes.
time just getting everything back in order. They eventually give you like just a small report. Apparently, they have a system in place where they had about 10 sacks of just soul stones and like various gems. 4 of them were stolen by bandits, so they are now down
Wait,
to
are
6.
they gonna die?
No,
Are
because
they
they're
gonna
no,
die?
because the sacks have small,
They stole the
runes kind of
sacks rather than
like kind of
packing them
embroidered
individually.
on them.
Why didn't I just steal a bag?
Because that would have been more difficult to do because they're big bags.
Yeah, they're like
Oh,
they're
they're no
thick.
small
These have gems in them. These are big. These are chunky.
They're like, are they around
Like you
10,000
gained as
potato
many as you did just by sticking your hand in, because these are kind of like
they're
you
like
know
potato sack kind of size.
they're slightly bigger than a potato sack, and they're just filled
Wow.
with these various gems.
Yeah, that would have been difficult to get.
Yeah, like this was just you sticking your hand in and putting them in a small pouch on your back. But yeah, they give like a small report. They have everything, like all of the contents of each bag has been counted up and put into like a chart kind of thing. They are very organized and they know exactly how much has been taken, and they continue. So, is there anything anyone would like to do on your travels? I will assume Scratcher has taken driving, and you are just driving at a medium pace, side by side with the Mary's Maidens. So, what would you like to do, Atropa?
I would like to continue reading my my book on Draconic
Okay.
and skim read. Maybe after. Actually, no. I'll skim read the book.
I mean, this will count as a long rest. So, everyone gain all hit points and spell slots back.
Yay.
Oh yeah, Darwin. As a
Yes?
side effect of the sheer amount of magic that was pumping through your system,
Yes.
for the next, hold on. Can you just roll me? We'll say a d6. Can you just roll me a d6?
Oh lord.
For the next 4 days, you cannot use any magic items. As your
Wait, do I actually have any
As-
magic items?
Yes.
you have, yeah, you do. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, everyone
we
does.
all have magic items.
As the soulstones seem to, the sheer like kind of blast has temporarily
It's like an EMP.
I
kind
wouldn't
of
say
thing.
severed, but it's weakened your tie to using magic and magic as a whole. So yeah, using magic items, it's kind of like you can still cast like your blood curses and blood maledicts, because those are like those are spells, but to like kind of attune to something and use a magic item is
Wait, does my like general weapons like of life stealing and flame tongue, does that count as magic?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, for the next 4 days, they count as normal items to you. Yeah, gotta be careful.
Almost like I'm getting karma.
Yeah,
It's like experiencing consequences.
Considering gods exist in this world, I think too.
Maybe eternal flame just really likes fucking with you.
so
Oh,
anyway,
maybe.
I would say Atropa. I won't actually make you roll any checks. You start to learn kind of basic word structures. The words in Draconic are strange because it's got like a basic kind of 10-letter alphabet. However, each word is it's very contextual because each word is about maybe 5 or 4 letters long at most, like the longest ones. So each one is very contextual and sentences in Draconic are made of very like small words that all mean something different, and if you get one thing wrong, the entire sentence doesn't make sense. It's that kind of language.
Oh, it's based off a hieroglyphic system.
Yeah.
It revolved from hieroglyphic. I hate you.
Hey, it makes sense in the world.
And I love etymology.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
I would like to keep a close eye on Darwin.
You keep a close eye on Darwin in case he tries to do anything.
Speaking of which, because of the soul stones, do I still regain all of my health?
Oh yeah, you still gain the benefits of a long rest. You just cannot use magic items.
Wait, how many days does it take us to get where we're going?
It was day 4, so it will take 2 days.
Okay.
So, is there anything Tripitaka would like to do?
Yes, I would. I think I'll continue reading my book on Draconic
okay.
Magic.
Yeah, of Draconic Magic. Okay. You read through, and it speaks of the kind of origin of Draconic Magic in itself. It speaks of how let me pull up the map because I think I remember its name, but I want to be sure.
You best get on that map. I want to make it.
Siblik. Yeah. Among Siblik, Siblik is a very different country from what you've been reading. People aren't really welcome there. There is, from what you read, there tends to be one great kind of dragon lord who is an actual dragon who rules over all of Siblik, or Siblik, and tends to make these very large fortresses for his citizens. People who are not of dragonborn descent or tiefling descent or like kobolds, anything out of that kind of area, they're not welcome there almost at all. People can still enter and leave Langorsi, but yeah, it's not a very welcoming place, and they don't have a lot of diversity. It is partially why a lot of Draconic magic is very unheard of outside of Langorsi. Or was it Siblik? Hold on. It was Siblik. There you go. Sorry, I've been getting my names wrong. Siblik. Shit. Yeah, but like Draconic magic isn't really heard of outside of Siblik, which is why great and ancient mages that came from there are seen as anomalies in the grand scheme of things, because whilst Draconic magic is very powerful and very elementally adept, it's very strange and unheard of, and a lot of people do not understand it. And that's all you're really able to gain from that reading.
Okay. It's cool.
Yeah, it's almost like I wrote history for this world. So,
Cool.
Wow. Imagine.
Yeah, hold on. I'm actually going to give you some names of notable people from history whilst I pull up my fucking notes real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me just a moment whilst I look through my notes, because there are so many here. So, one of them is Yannick Javul. He was one of the first ones who first invented kind of what would be ritual casting, which is where kind of someone, instead of spending a spell slot to cast a spell, they would instead take like 10 minutes or like an hour just to slowly draw out like certain runes and such. He was the first inventor of that, the first kind of user, and very widely spread that. The next name that is mentioned is... how do I read this? Hold on. Nysiel Valefaith. That's how you say it. Nysiel Valefaith. She was the one who first... I wouldn't say the first, but she was the one who began spreading kind of word of arcane magic. She was the one who first kind of said to people, you don't have to rely on like deities and gods to give you magic, and was the first one who kind of made spell books and magic items widespread, and was the kind of what people often consider to be the godmother of spell books and arcane spellcasting.
Was she a
And
bard?
that's... We'll get to the age of barding soon.
How dare you?
Continuing. That is all you're really able to learn in that space of time, and those are the only names that are really mentioned.
Cool.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
I'm going to put my book down for just a minute and call Nuvo over, see if he responds.
Make an animal handling check. Because this is training him to do a command now. Okay. You kind of spend a minute, and I would say you actually move to the top of, like, on top of the carriage as to not, because it can fit 4 people in the back, but it's kind of like a tight squeeze. So you bring him onto the roof of the carriage. It's not traveling fast, and put him at one end, and you set the other, and speak his name. What language do you speak his name in?
Sylvan.
Sylvan. It goes from kind of just sitting there, kind of looking like cluelessly out into like cluelessly into the world. His name being called, and immediately kind of turns to you and jumps into your lap.
Very nice. And then I'm going to continue reading.
You're just going to read with Nouveau in your lap?
Yeah, give him a little bit of a scratch every now and then.
Nouveau ends up falling asleep in your lap.
Very nice. That keeps him away from falling into a fucking brazier.
How's my egg doing?
How's your egg doing?
Yeah.
I would say, this would still be an animal handling check, just to get an idea. Yeah, make an animal handling check, just to see how the egg is doing. Good. In your care, you realize that it's actually, as autumn progresses into winter, you're not, like, this is just you thinking ahead. The egg right now is fine for the weather. However, as time progresses and we get slowly further and further into winter, it's going to get colder, and you're going to need to buy warmer clothing or various other blankets.
I don't mean to interrupt, but am I going mad? I fucking heard a moan. Like, fuck.
I think you're losing it.
I think that's your monkeys, Nick. But yeah, that's a kind of
monkeys
idea
appropriating.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone is doing?
No.
Wait, am I allowed to do another thing after reading the book that we spent?
What's your intelligence? Not like the big number, the number underneath it. What's that for intelligence? So on the left of your character sheet, going down, under intelligence, I want you to read out the small number underneath the big one.
Oh, 11.
I'd say no, with because intelligence kind of dictates how fast you can read. That's like you are proficient in Draconic and you can read it. However, there are some kind of maybe not like it's weird because it's a history of Draconic magic, but there's a few things you have to go over, like how to say a certain person's name, how certain things would be said in common. Just kind of doing that whole ordeal.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and it's reading in a second language. It's not exactly ideal. So yeah, that's all you can do for the day at least. And I will let Scratcher make her perception check, see if she notices anything weird while it's going about. Would anyone else like to make a perception check?
I'm too master.
So you can either give Scratcher advantage, or you can roll individually. Who's doing this? Or is it just Scratcher?
Too busy focusing.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Gardak?
Still keeping a very close eye on Darwin.
Yeah.
I can't afford to look away for too long.
Darwin, the entire day there has just been Gardak staring you down. Like you're
Was
about
this
to do
another
something.
day, or is this part of the 2 days of us traveling?
Actually, this is just one day so far.
Wait, does Garak have his helmet on?
I don't know, Gardak. Do you have your helmet on?
Fucking ironclad.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Is anyone else going to make a perception check, or will it just be Scratcher? Okay. It is just Scratcher then. 23. Traveling across all of Magi. No, nothing really catches Scratcher's attention. However, for the night, you decide that there is a small cave, and poking around, making sure there's nothing inside. You decide to set up camp there for the night. And so, as night falls and you have a small campfire in a small cave, what's the party doing? Tripitaka, if there was a second thing you wanted to do, you can do it now, as opposed to in the day.
Okay. I was thinking of maybe doing something with my beast that I've bought.
Okay.
I'm not sure what.
Sure, what are you doing?
Maybe I'll try sing it a lullaby. See if it likes that.
That is an animal handling check.
Please.
You go to start singing it. Actually, roll a secondary performance check. I want to see if you're actually any good at singing.
Ooh.
Oh, you're singing quite decently. It's not like bard levels of good, but it's passable. You could definitely earn some coin with it. Good singing all round, but it's in common, and it just kind of looks at you confused by what you're doing.
Okay, I guess not a musical guy.
Top crowd.
Scratcher is going to spend some of her time to start training Squilliam to get on her shoulder, so she will roll an animal handling check. So she goes to pick up Squilliam to put him on her shoulder, and Squilliam just kind of opens his wings and just spends about like 20 minutes or so just flying above Scratcher, just having none of it. No, not necessarily running away, just no, I can't be fucking asked.
Oh.
So that's what those two are doing. Is there anyone else in the party who would like to do something?
I'm gonna. What should I do? I have plenty of options here. I'm going to go to sleep.
You're not going to do anything? You're just going to sleep?
I have great certainty that you roll a dice to see whether I dream or not, so I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay.
Damn, I just found out that Monster McDonald's doesn't exist.
Fucking God!
God damn it!
I forgot about that rule.
Oh, that's cocked. Oh. There we are. Continue. Okay, is there anything anyone else is doing, aside from those three?
I'll sleep too.
You're going to sleep? Gardak.
I'm then going to go to sleep.
Okay. What's everyone's passive perception?
14.
20.
What is mine? I can't call. And roll 20 is not loading. Where's my character sheet?
I'm 30.
There it is.
Okay. Good to know. So,
What is end to epi?
so as the night progresses and you all wake up in the morning, the gentle sunrise peeking through the cave for some of you wakes you up. For others, it is various pets who would like feeding, such as Garak, as 4 pseudo-dragons, as they just kind of nip slightly. Not like they nip slightly, not necessarily like getting through your arm or anything, just like kind of like, I'm
like cats
feeding,
do.
get the fuck up. Yeah,
So
like
they're
they-
basically flying
one
cats.
of them just starts jumping on his chest. Eventually he wakes up. Atropa. Last night there was no dreams, per se, but you got a very strange feeling as you went into your trance last night. You don't usually dream in your trance, however, you had a vision. Slightly, it's strange. But as you went into your trance, you felt the embrace of your mother around your back, pulling you in for a hug. And as the morning comes, that slight warmth is still there, but she is nowhere to be seen.
With somber happiness, I'm going to go out of the cave, see how the sun feels.
Stepping out of the cave, it is lightly raining today. Just like, not hard, but it's like a very light drizzle. There's like, it's gonna get worse soon. However, there's still various rays of sunshine coming through the grey clouds, and it feels nice. It feels nice. It's refreshing.
Very refreshing. I've not had water in years.
I'll say I'm not one of those DMs who's like, you didn't say you were doing this, so fuck you, it didn't happen. Like with the pets, I could have fucked with you a whole lot, and I'll still fuck with you a little bit, but I'm not gonna be like, you didn't feed them, so they starve after 2 days. Like,
You can't starve
No.
after 2 days. It takes at least 2.5.
you don't know how a fluffin's fucking digestive system works.
Yeah, he's a dummy.
Anyway, but yeah, like I'll say you just feed your animal. It's not hard. You know, you remember to do this, and they'll probably remind you anyways. But yeah, the morning comes, and there is Geralt, the half-orcish woman, just sitting by their carriage, reading a small book. What's the rest of the party doing?
I am going to feed the...
Feed them.
Yay.
Have you thought of a name for them yet?
Oh, I have not.
Get on that.
Yeah, I'm attempting to.
Honestly, just go on Google and look up pseudo-dragon names and just pick some of those. They're actually pretty good.
You should call them Ed, and Joe.
What about the full one?
He doesn't get
Just
a
so you
name.
just miss out on the copyright.
He doesn't get a fourth. The
Joe
fourth
1,
doesn't-
Joe 2, Joe 3, and Joe 4.
Just number them.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
1 through 4, it is feeding time. Gods.
Anyway, what is the party doing this morning?
I think I should probably also feed my creature. Some meat.
Okay, I will assume everyone is
because
feeding their pets
I have-
and just taking care of everything.
The cursed thing I have, is it like every morning a day is gone, or is it like every evening a day is gone?
I would say every evening, because it's like a 24-hour
shit.
period from, I'd
So
say
I've still got,
every sunset.
so I've still got 3 days to go.
Mm-hmm.
But damn.
You think I feed my pet?
Oh, well.
Incorrect. I choose to starve. I'm gonna go head off to the couch and start getting everything prepared.
Before you do so, can you roll me a quick intelligence check?
Oh, no. I don't want to.
Okay. You realize if you're a day's travel out from Talendor, you should be able to see the city by now. And looking over in the direction you've been heading, there's nothing.
Oh, fuck.
What?
I'm going to, at this realization, turn right the fuck back around and try to find a vantage point.
Okay, I'd say, like, this cave is like the base of, not like a mountain, but like a very high hill. And you sort of climb to the top of it. Let me quickly see how far you can see at a vantage point, because I know it increases, but I'm not sure by how much. So, times 20, 1 mile times 20. Okay, looking out, I need you to make a perception check.
I shall. Let me find perception first. There it is. 9.
Looking out, the rain hasn't gotten worse, but like what rain there is a low mist is building, and as it goes further and further out, you can't see beyond a certain point, and it's just this mist is slightly too thick to actually see through. You take a quick look down at your map and kind of try and pinpoint where you have gone, and you realize in your haste and keeping an eye out for things, none of you have actually spent a lot of time looking at a map and keeping on course. You've gone in like a straight line to where you thought you would go. However, you've lost about a day and a half of travel going the wrong way.
Gosh.
Yeah, none of you wanted to check if you were going on the correct course.
I pull out my map.
You pull out your map. There's no marker of where you are on it. You can try and figure out where you are if you want.
What? Hey, okay, yeah.
Make an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Yep.
Fuck.
Pardon me.
Oh yeah, question.
Yeah?
Since we've had a long rest, what's happening? I had a level of exhaustion. Is that gone or?
You lose 1 level of exhaustion every long rest you have.
Okay, so I'm back to
Anyway.
normal one. Skill check.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, Darwin, you go from where Port Amoy was, drawing a straight line on this very highly detailed map. And you're thinking in your head, we should be on track, and I should be able to see the city outside. And you go up and you look out, and there is no city in sight. And I'd say just from, like, you have a 15 in intelligence, if I remember correctly, right? Or is it 14?
14.
I'd say with that above average intelligence, you're able to probably deduce you've lost a few days of travel, but you're not sure how many.
Do I know which way to go from now on?
Well, you could say, well, actually, first you'd have to find a vantage point. Just to, like, kind of get a bearings of, I came from this way, and I've met here at this vantage point. Which way do I go now? So if you want to find a vantage point and try again, you can.
Okay, I try and find a vantage point.
You climb up the slightly high hill, and look across and you see a Troper actually sitting down with his map as well.
Hello there, Darwin.
Hello, do you have any ideas of where we are?
I don't know, but did you also figure out whether we're lost?
Yes, I did. Wait, didn't we have the gem people with us?
We do. I was
You
just
do,
about
and one
to
of
say.
them-
Surely
One of
they
them-
know what way
one
to
of-
go.
I mean, you never asked them.
I know, but surely they were leading the way, because
Do
we
you
were
want to
just
go?
guarding
Do you
them.
want to go
They
find
are
out?
leading the way. I think
Do you
we
wanna
may
go
have
find
made a
out?
mistake earlier
I'm gonna
on.
go find out.
I'm gonna scroll up. I'm gonna put up my map. Put it back into one of my pouches and walk back down the
Yeah,
hill.
I'm
Find
gonna
them.
go back down and approach the lead lady of the, like...
Right now, Geralt is outside reading a book. She is the half-orcish lady from before, and she doesn't seem to have noticed your presence yet.
Smoking a fat blunt.
Wait, so I've walked up behind her.
No, she's got her back to the carriage. You can walk up beside her.
I walk up beside.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't pay note to your presence.
Oh, wow.
No,
Okay.
she's reading a book right now. And, like, no one's told her you're about to leave, so she just assumes, yeah, people are walking around, it's fine.
I clear my throat.
Oh, yeah, what do you want?
I've been under the impression that you've been leading us to where you need to go.
Well, our tracker died during the attack. We noted down final directions from him. However, they've
You
only gotten
didn't think
us
it's important
so
to
far.
mention that to us? That you don't know where you're going?
I'm sorry. Everyone except us three died. Did you not
It's no
think
excuse.
that we would?
You should still think rationally.
Did you not think that we had a tracker? Did you not think that we got? Oh, fuck, the accent's going. Did you not think that we got this far without a tracker?
I also would have thought you had done this trip before and therefore knew where you're going.
Oh yeah, we've done this trip before, but
So how do you not know where you're going?
because it was from further down south, from another port down south. We never done from down south before. We usually go
You didn't mention to
Sarandour,
any of us that
Port
you
Amoy
don't
to
know.
Talendor, or we go from
I'm-
Talendor to Aetherdor. We don't
I'm
go
going to.
from down south.
I'm going
We
to
hardly
walk into
ever
this.
get anything from Shimagiri. You know, not exactly renowned for their gems being monster hunters and all, but we got a delivery from there.
But apparently you're
Unfamiliar
not very
territory.
good at remembering that
I'm
we
going to-
also
I'm going
don't
to
know where you're
walk
going.
into this at this point
Well, I
and just.
assumed you knew where you were going because you were so
How
confident.
would we know?
Oh my
You didn't
fucking
tell us.
goodness me.
You acted like you knew where you were going, and at this point, Anthropa walks. And what do you do, Anthropa? What is this?
Math
is this?
suggestion.
On both of them?
Yes.
That's a
What are you going to
signal spell.
suggest?
That's a signal spell.
I'm going to suggest that we work together a bit.
Don't we have to like roll to see if
You have
we
a.
actually
I'm
are
pretty sure it's a wisdom
Oh
save.
yes, you do have to roll.
wisdom save?
Go ahead.
It's a wisdom save, I believe.
Oh,
Ha.
lucky you. That beats my DC.
I'm pretty sure it's 19 for your DC. Actually, no, it's 17, isn't
It
it?
is 17.
I'm thinking of.
I
Okay.
still beat it.
Natural 9. No, doesn't pass. What do you
Okay,
suggest?
I can't be bothered to read through all this. What is this meant to do?
It's basically he suggests something and it's like a command that you have to do.
Oh,
I'm going to suggest that that instead of petty bickering, we figure out where the fuck we are.
no,
Right,
she
I
needs to
agree
learn
with
her
you.
lesson.
Alright, I agree with you. I've wanted to be going for a while. In fact, my best
Storm off
friend
in
right
a
now.
tantrum.
It was girl. In fact, Eva right now is figuring out our course on a big map. First time doing this. We usually just, drive the carriage.
Wouldn't it have been
keep an
good to
eye out.
figure out where we were going before we set out?
Well, we had a tracker
You mean
before,
before
but
they
we
got
don't have one now.
stranded? No, you figure it out before we set out from where we were originally, where you got
Well, I'm sorry,
ambushed.
we're in the middle of a road with our carriage on fire, with all of our guards killed, and we wanted to get somewhere safe before we decided to do this.
You had all of us. How much safer could you be?
Well, we were traveling, and we were hungry. We wanted to get somewhere inside of a cave like this.
Can I while they're busy
What
arguing,
exactly do you not understand?
can I figure out what
Okay, I will say this. Your suggestion spell did work on her. She did the thing, right? She
Yeah.
completed the task,
She
and
did.
then it started again.
I started it up again.
I'm going okay, in response, I am again going to give Darwin a very stinky eye.
And roll for intimidation. roll for stink eye. Ooh.
Yeah. He's
Like,
an
what I'm
intimidating
gonna do
person.
is I'm gonna look at him and like spark off what the what is not the main course to an enthrall spell.
Okay. I don't step down, but I shut up.
Isn't that just stepping down? Hey, right. Hey, fuck him. Anyway, yeah. Well, right now we've got Eva working on our journey, planning out a course. But yeah. Until then, we've been following. Well, I say following. We both were traveling in the same direction, and pretty sure me and your driver agreed where we were going. But hey, here we are. So, do you know exactly what our course should be?
Absolutely not. However, I can figure it out.
I'm gonna quickly roll to see if Eva can fucking figure this out. Give me a moment. It's just a normal roll. Natural 5. Yep.
Oh God.
She's struggling right now.
Could you perhaps
I do
show
not
us
like her.
to Eva? Or are we talking to her?
Sure. Give me just a moment. And she kind of pulls back the tarp that was kind of covering the wagon. It's kind of like, it's one of those wagons where it's got like a nice rectangle kind of base, and then it's got large arches where a kind of tarp would be draped over. It's one of those ones, and pulls back the tarp slightly and goes, "Hey Eva, how you doing? I'm afraid that this navigation is harder than I believed. Even with the map and cartographer's supplies,
I'm gonna kill both of them, I swear.
it's hard to figure out. Hey, well, there's your answer. It is hard to figure out. If you have some kind of tracker or someone who is proficient in survival among your group,
Survival?
that would be helpful.
Survival? Ooh, I can do survival.
Are you proficient in survival?
Yes. Big time.
Do you want to try and plot a route now?
Sure, I'll do that.
Roll survival check. You spend some time trying to get your bearings from where you are, and you mark where you think you are. It's fairly accurate. And then like a path leading to Talendor. Yeah, you think it works.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
I like how these people have literally done nothing wrong.
They still deserve death.
They've literally done nothing to the party. They were just delivering these fucking gems that they were paid to deliver.
I don't care. I want to murder them.
They've done nothing, and
To be fair, he wants to kill them because they stopped him from stealing from them.
No, I'm angry because they let us off into nowhere. And I need to be somewhere.
I am actually going to pull out my map, which happens to be magical.
And you couldn't have done that before.
And I'm going to place
it's
it
magical.
I have
the
not
fact
had
that
enough
it colours
sleep for
itself in.
this.
It colours itself in, and I'm going to utter the command word and place it right next to the map of what's her name?
I have not had enough sleep to deal
Eva
with this.
is the one who is currently using their map.
Eva, and I'm going to place it right next to the command.
Oh, yeah, and because of the nature of the enchantment, it only shows it only closes in the area you're in. So yeah, that would show where you are. So you speak this command word, and this small circle of this kind of watercolor paint slowly fills itself in kind of magically.
Does this map have like names of places on it?
Yes, it has all of the main cities and all of the countries named.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like just by watching the map, like the color shift across it, that would work.
Yeah, I mean it only shows like a small circle based on where you are.
Yeah.
So this
like if we just start walking or like moving anywhere, we'll see.
Yeah, this
the
small
thing
circle about 2 centimeters in diameter appears. Just around, I'd say just north of Talendor, actually. Actually, no, not that. It's like you've gone down from Port Amoy, taking a straight line, and you see at the very top of like the kind of triangular kind of pool, right there, you've probably gone kind of south and then east, southeast, kind of traveling along the edge of the water until you get kind of close to the moon-touched peaks and nowhere to be seen.
I'm pretty sure I can figure out that we have drifted fucking awfully.
Yeah, you've lost about 2 days of travel, I'd say.
Let me propose something.
I'm gonna commit serious arson.
But if my assumption is correct, if we travel, I'd say northwards, a bit to the northwards, northeast, a northeasterly direction, we should reach Talendor within a while.
Eva at this point kind of sticks a small point onto the map, takes out like a ruler, doesn't necessarily draw a line, but takes her finger and kind of traces it up to Talendor, and goes, I'm gonna let her make another survival check. Natural 16. Points in a direction and goes, I believe we have to head that direction then.
What's the forest on that side looking like? Or is it just grass?
I'd say this isn't on the world map because I haven't had time to do forest yet. I'm so sorry for that. But you see, actually make a perception check.
Yeah.
12.
Looking, you see a very thick forest, but you're not sure. Seems to be a ways off, though. So, whilst Darwin and the Tropa were doing that, what's the rest of the party doing?
I'm gonna try and figure out where half the people have gone. So,
okay. Then eventually you see Darwin storm off after talking to Geralt, the half-orcish woman, and a Tropa go into the back of their carriage. You are not sure why Darwin was angry. All you know is that Darwin was angry.
Can you grant me the abilities of a long rest IRL?
No, I'm sorry, I can't make you sleep.
Why can't you be God in real life?
That's one of the great fantasies of D&D, getting a full night's sleep.
Yeah, and it is really a fantasy.
Oh, you shut your mouth! I got a fat night's rest.
Oh, stop flexing!
I will flex.
You lie.
Some people flex about money.
Yeah, he did lie.
Flex on me and how much sleep they got.
Good night's sleep.
Anyway, this is beside the point. Garak, what do?
I'm gonna go over to the people who are being calm and composed and not storming off.
Okay, I'll say you approach Geralt. You approach Geralt again, she's just kind of not exactly happy, but she's picked up her book again and has just started reading it, sitting outside of their carriage again. She kind of looks up at you and goes, "Oh, can I help you with something?"
I was going to ask what that whole situation was.
In the attack yesterday, our tracker and survivalist happened to be killed, and some people are angry that we got lost because of that. Not exactly like you did any better either, because we're both lost, but hey.
I'm actually going to dissipate the mass suggestion spell because I don't want her getting angry at me.
Does she know that it's been dissipated?
Let's have a little read there.
Is there any other person that isn't in our group nearby?
You can also specify a condition. Spell ends and the activity isn't performed. Ends for the creature. It doesn't say.
Oh, I can't. Okay, never mind. I'm just not. It does. She doesn't know. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it on just in case.
Okay. And she goes, "Hey, well, pointless bickering isn't really worth it. So I'm just here reading my book."
Ian, is there anyone that isn't in our group nearby?
I will say the guard who was stabilized from yesterday, who has just woken up from his various wounds of these heavy crossbow bolts that have been deeply stabbed into him, and he's got all these bandages on. He's just wearing casual clothes.
So there's no bystanders nearby.
He's just Tripitaka hasn't said what he's doing yet, and Scratch hasn't said what she's doing yet.
Because Scratcher is currently in full will.
So Tripitaka, what are you doing?
So I'm not sure what I could do in terms of navigation. I'm not very good at that. So
I mean, you don't know that there's any complications with navigation yet.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm just chilling.
You're just chilling.
I think, okay, how about I attempt to... This is like when you get an episode, you've got a side story that's going on at the same time. Okay, so how about I attempt to let my Snuffles out of the cage for a bit.
Oh.
Okay.
What fucking calamities.
The small cub slowly kind of pokes their head out and looks about this cave. The cave itself is a very kind of dark, just average cave kind of. There's no special fancy anything in here. It's just an average cave, fairly big kind of opening, kind of circle chamber where you've all gathered, and slowly takes one step out, and then second step, and slowly comes out into the open, and just starts walking around the chamber, just kind of sniffing everything.
Okay, I make sure to follow it closely. Keep a distance of about a meter. Just
okay.
Make sure it's not killing anyone.
About 10 or so minutes goes by, and the most interesting thing it does is it just kind of lifts a leg, pisses on the side of the cave.
Okay. Yeah,
what is the consistency?
Piss.
That is very important.
It's really chunky.
The consistency
It is a solid line.
You don't know how fucking...
Freezes immediately.
Yeah, you don't know how their piss works.
That would be epic.
Weird.
That would be funny.
So that's what Tripitaka's doing. Just kind of going around with the Displacer Beast cub all morning. All right. We'll say Gardak. We'll come to you once again. You've approached Geralt.
Yes. I did in fact do that, didn't I?
Yeah, and she kind of said to you, she basically gave you a summary of what just happened. Kind of well, Tracker died. So now we're trying to figure out a way to get to Talendor.
Which is no.
Anyway, so you seem You seem how do I put this? Stranger than the rest of your party. Not in a bad way, just in a very quiet. You don't really talk all that much. Got a big set of armor and a big old sword on your back. He kind of looks around at the rest of the party and goes, only one other person here, and they seem to be a holy woman of sorts. So, what are you doing with these people?
Time to go back to the bio page because I haven't committed my backlog now.
Me neither.
Yeah, but there's a reason.
Alright, Mr. didn't even bother to write a backstory.
Hey, listen, I'm having more fun this way.
Yeah, just let your DM do everything.
That's how we
I mean,
roll.
are you enjoying it?
I mean, I'm not gonna say that Atropa is bad.
I'm just gonna say that he's bad.
I'm just gonna say it's nice
character.
it's nice to have a backstory that you write instead of someone else saying, "Ooh, this might be cool."
That is extremely true, which is why my backup character actually has one.
Yes, unlike Atropa, which was just, "Hey, this is a cool idea," and we both agreed it was. Anyway, if there's nothing else anyone would like to do this morning, I will say a bit of time goes by. Eventually, Eva emerges from the back of the carriage, carrying a small map in her hand, and just goes, I do believe we have our plan set out for where we are going today.
Huzzah!
If anyone would like to get on their respective carriages, we will be travelling shortly. She kind of heads round and gets into the driver's seat of their carriage. The single guard that survived from yesterday climbs in the back and promptly disappears and up behind the top. You see Geralt also get up in the driver's seat and, they start heading out. Does the party do the same?
I think so. I'm gonna run back to the mountain to tell Tripper Taka that we're, setting off.
Yeah, everyone is informed that you are setting off. Is the party to set off now?
I think so.
I mean, I'd say.
Left behind. The entire rest of
I mean, I'm not going to say that it wouldn't be funny.
No, I'll say. So is the party going now or going later?
I feel like going now is the next
to
option.
dilly dally.
You're gonna diddly daddly doodly? Okay. You begin to set out once more. Most of you confident that you've actually got the right direction this time.
Who's not?
Is everyone? Let's ask this now. Is the party what pace of travel is the party going at? They're going fast, slow, or medium?
Well, how fast is the other one?
The other one is going at a medium pace. However, they could catch up if you wanted to go fast.
I feel like we should go medium just in case something happens.
Okay.
I agree with that.
So everyone's going at a medium pace. Is there anything anyone would like to do whilst you travel?
There is.
What would you like to do?
I am going to keep watch while playing various songs.
Okay, so you can either... Oh, so we're going to roll individually, okay.
There is something I also would like to do.
Okay, I'll make their perception checks. If it would roll, that would be epic. What was that, Loads? What are you doing?
Whoa. Poggers!
Anyway, what would you like to do, Darwin?
I'm gonna constantly keep a lookout for any other people.
That's another perception check, please.
Okay.
As I quickly put this
Why are they all so bad today?
They're above average.
You're above average.
You suck.
These are by far not above average because that roll was a 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
He has a plus 10.
Exactly. Yeah.
Looking out over various greenlands and pastures as you
Greenland?
make your way towards Talendor. No one catches your eye per se. You traveling around, you do see the occasional just like, I wouldn't say traveler kind of person, but they seem to be I would say they're kind of like a wizard who is like out looking for just various herbs and they can take care of themselves. Speaking to them, they're not like a traveling merchant. They just, they're just wanderers.
There's no like just general peasanty type people.
You haven't arrived at a city or town yet.
I know, but like, is there no one who's just there without being?
We are in like
Do
a
you know
prime
how
wilderness.
dangerous this world is outside?
I
of the
know,
city?
but that's what I'm thinking. There's someone who's stupid and don't know, and they've
You already
wandered
encountered
out.
those people who had a near-death experience.
We've already encountered those
Now
people.
you're traveling.
We are the stupid people.
Are you asking me
No.
to give you another broken down carriage and have to
No,
travel
I'm
with
just
even
wondering
more
if there's
people?
just one person on their own would be less likely to survive on their own.
You're
we
asking
actually.
if there was one person alone in the wilderness, I wonder what
Yeah.
you'll do to them.
That's what you'll find out. Hopefully.
Definitely not murder them. Anyway,
But wait, what? Wow, you read my mind.
continuing. Yeah,
Oh.
no one catches your attention though, and even like the wizards that are looking for herbs and spices you do encounter, there's maybe one the entire day, and they're not very interesting to talk to. They're like, oh yeah, I'm looking for herbs out here, and for various skills, of the sorts.
No, Bobby.
But yeah, I gotta be getting on my way now, and
So
we're just gonna. It's not even worth having that because you'll get nothing out of it, and you got days of travel to make up for. So, is there anything else anyone would like to do while you travel?
I do want to know what I saw because that is a fucking high roll.
Wait, the natural 20. Sorry, I was looking at the 12. Yeah, that's a natural 20. Oh. Give me a moment. Can you roll me a d4? Because you're about to find something. I want to know what it is. Let's see what a 2 gets you. As I look over my notes.
Lol. Nothing, lol.
Nothing, lol. Look at you, you found nothing.
That would be funny if you had a list of encounters and one of the results was nothing, lol.
You don't know what it is.
No, but I'm saying that if that happened to exist on the list, that would be funny, I think.
You actually, yeah, on a 2. Looking out, and peering as hard as you can. At one point, you see maybe 80 or so feet from just like the beaten road that you're traveling. There is a set of ruins from a town or city that used to be here.
I'm going to mention this.
The mention of ruins is mentioned to everyone amongst the party. Do you tell the other carriage of this?
I'll shout over.
Eva, right now, who's the one driving, goes, "Oh, all right. Thank you for telling us." So, it is now the party's decision. Do you continue going straight to Talendor, or will you take a slight detour and go around the ruins?
A slight detour is possibly not the best idea, because what if something happens and these people get like
I
savagely
mean,
attacked?
episode 3 of traveling. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm thinking weird words, but I am.
I'm thinking we make a note of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark where I think it is on the map.
Okay, I'd say that's easy enough with your map. You just kind of speak the command word and kind of do a small drawing of just what would be essentially like a small building and put a very small word of ruins next to it. So that's
Just
been
'cause that
marked
way
on your
we
map.
come back if we want to
Oh, I would
investigate.
also write. I'd just like to.
Write it in primordial, because that'd be funny.
what dialect of primordial?
Oran.
Oran. Ooh, the air one. Cool. So, what now? Yeah, you pass by these ruins. There are various buildings. They seem to be made of very old, very dark, kind of grey stone. Entire buildings seem to still be relatively intact. However, half of them has kind of shifted over time and is now just kind of crumbled next to them on the floor. There are various scratches and marks on some of the walls, and as you pass, it eventually fades from sight. Is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Can I just make sure that I put Snuffles back in the cave?
I will say yes. That's
Okay.
easy enough.
Good.
Now returned to cage.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a real dick move as a DM to go, you didn't say you put him back in the cave, so now he's back over there.
Back in the cave.
Please.
Yeah, put him back in the cave.
Let's fucking run off.
So, is there anything anyone would like to do, or are we going to continue right to nighttime?
Wait, do I have any idea how fast these things grow? Snuffles, how long until he's full adult?
How
It
long
probably
until
would
he's
have
a
been
full
useful to get
adult?
that information from the selling. Now that
Make a nature check.
Okay.
Actually, no. This would be closer to Arcana. Make an Arcana check, because this is something of a magical beast. I would say you've heard of them. You know that they originate from, you believe, the Feywild. However, they were kind of like an intrusive species to most of the place, not being naturally occurring there. So the rate at which they mature, it's strange, because Amir, I believe you got it 5 days ago now in World. Amir, 5 days ago, you could pick it up fairly easily, but now it's kind of it's got a little bit more weight to it, and slightly.
is it a hefty chonker?
It's
I should fuck that up.
it's fractionally bigger. It's not like fat or anything, but it seems to be
chunky is
developing.
this boy?
It seems to be developing its muscles.
Okay.
Not
Didn't
like
you say did you say they could grow to 8 feet long?
yeah.
Okay. Alright, how long is it now?
How long is it now?
Yeah.
Maybe
How
3
much-
foot.
How much of a chonker is this?
It's not much of a chonker. It's a healthy cub.
Oh, we can't put it on.
Someone should have given us.
We can't put it on Fantasy Reddit.
It's just
Gonna put it
an
on the
actual
Ethernet.
board.
Yeah.
Gonna put it on the Ethernet. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
gotta put
just
an
like
Aether
a
portal,
little-
glowstone water.
I'm gonna upload it to the Aether. Hold on.
Yeah.
There's just a town messaging board that people pin messages to.
And it just says chunky boy.
Oh my God, I hate that so much. Okay.
Oh, I know what I'm
that
gonna do.
Oh, you doing something else? Cool.
I'm actually gonna have a conversation with Tripitaka for once. Because
Ooh.
Tripitaka, I've always wondered which temple did you come from? Because you're a monk, no?
Yes, it's well observed. Let me check my notes. I came from the Lapantula Temple.
I have no idea where that is.
To be fair,
I would
feel
say
like
if you wanna know
literally
anything about this Atropa, this would be This would be a history check. Make a history check.
Let's see if I've been there before, or anywhere near it.
Or if you've heard about it in studies.
I actually have. Well, that's an
That's
insight.
insight.
Never mind. I actually have not.
Tripitaki, you don't need to roll because this is about your turn.
You got a
already
20
know.
as well. Fuck.
He did get a 20.
I
So-
know so much about things I already know.
Yeah, the monk taught you very well.
It would have been really funny if you
I
got in
would
that one.
say-
It was revealed that you know nothing about where you like any of it.
I would say on a 13, you know of them. They are a temple that is just like north of Esland. If I quickly pull up my map. Yeah, well, not north of like Esland, but north of Salem Gate. You know, in the mountains that are just north of Salem Gate?
Yeah.
They have a temple among there that and while it does shield them, they are also known to be very good practitioners of open-handed martial arts. However, you've heard more about like the Temple of the Windwalkers, which is in Talendor, which is they run the library. Those are the most well-known. Lopentra Temple. That's all you're really able to know, like all you're able to really recall about it.
I have never been there, but I've heard of it. Tis north of Salem Gate.
Yeah. How do you know?
I heard of it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. You thought right, yeah. I used to study the art of beating. I used to study the art of putting my hand up people's anuses and whipping their faces out.
I wish to watch this.
What a way to describe that. Oh god.
Yeah. What, are you interested in becoming a monk, maybe, or learning more about it?
Oh no. I'm not too physically. How do I put? I'm not too proficient in the physical, so I will decline.
I'd say Tripitaka, looking at Atropa, you'd realize Atropa is a plant and it doesn't look very hardy.
I'm very fucking squishy, in fact.
Oh, I see. How are you even? Oh, I thought like Atropa was like really strong, or is he just strong like a different way?
Atropa is very strong with magic.
Oh yeah.
Very-
that makes sense.
Very strong magic user. I'd say, in terms of pure magic, only really rivaled by Scratcher at this point.
So what you're saying is
I
that
say
the-
among
is the
the
magic
party. Among the party.
Okay.
You'd also know just from really paying attention, or not really paying attention, but like getting Garak's whole gist. Garak is a fucking tank, and it's like it's like just fuck you. That's on the podcast now. That's recorded.
That's forever here.
It's corrupted. It's
Hold on,
tainted.
give me a
That's
second.
our tag for the video.
You've tainted it.
That is our tag for the video. No other tags, just that.
Big
Well,
chungus.
that's just the name of the episode. It's just like episode 8? Big
Our
Chungus.
views are gonna
the one where-
skyrocket.
The one where we mentioned Big Chungus.
Oh god. I'm gonna be back. Just give me a minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was gonna
Gotta go put the monkeys back in the wall.
gotta go.
He's gonna go seal up the wall, trap the monkeys back in there.
It's just that video when he's like, "Hey, you want a beer? Yeah." Just that.
Except it's a chimp hand and
It's just it's a chimp's arm.
Okay. Nick, are you back yet?
Stinky. I think we'll hear when he gets back because door opening.
Alright, well, other than Tripitaka and Atropa, because unavailable right now, what's the rest of the party doing?
I'm
Not sure.
Bye.
I mean,
Wait, we're in a, like a carriage, correct?
Yes, you have been traveling by carriage for a few days now.
Okay. Now another question. So you know how I've got 2 days to I got 2 more days. Not being able to use the magic stuff.
Yes.
Is that per rest or per actual physical day?
Per day.
Per day.
Oh, okay, never mind. So I can't just sleep it off.
No, I'd say, however, a greater restoration would fix it. I don't know if anyone has greater restoration, though.
I might.
I feel like that's not the case because you very nearly didn't take any healing spells. I'm pretty certain.
I took 2.
He took only healing spells and enchantment spells. He has no offense. I'm pretty sure, isn't a Tropa a pacifist? So, continuing now that you're back,
There's a difference between pacifism and...
what would you like to discuss between Atropa and Tripitaka?
Well, you never know. You might be quite a useful, helpful addition in the temple. We could always use more office plants.
Would that be offensive?
Sounds so good.
Would that be an offensive thing to say?
I may very well.
If the video gets taken down, then we know.
No, not like in real life.
It was
I'm
against
thinking because
plant
the peg of the
kind.
plant.
We're gonna get flagged by a fucking tree.
Sorry, I must have misheard.
For one, would take up your offer.
God, your mic.
Your microphone.
Is that a yes?
Give me a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
I can't handle the funny mic.
That's beyond funny, Mike. That you have gone even further beyond.
Still,
This is funny, Mike.
what if we lower?
And this is funny, Mike, too.
Okay, let's
This is
give.
funny, Mike too.
Go
And this
even
is to go
further,
even
yes.
beyond. Just turns his microphone off.
Okay, this is a little bit of a test.
Static.
Have I fixed it?
I can hear you now.
You have.
Wow, that's amazing.
Genuinely impressive.
I've
Yeah.
managed to extend the life of Funny Mike to maybe a bit of maybe over a year.
We should get another one.
We'll see.
I may very well take you.
God damn it, died. Died again.
I hate.
Have you tried leaving and rejoining?
I'll give that a go.
Toodaloos.
How's it going?
You sound better
What
now.
is popping?
Because about
It was a matter of opinion.
with every session, I get closer and closer to taking up the mic.
What?
He's getting closer to using the good mic, is what he
Oh.
said.
Couldn't make it out for funny, Mike.
I wish all of you could like this.
He's gone again.
Literally turned. He's gone beyond muffled to literal gust of wind.
Holy gods, I hate
It is,
my life.
it is just
Hello?
this.
Really? Oh god.
Yeah.
Viewers, we apologise for the technical difficulty. If this ends up
We're
in-
sorry that Nick refuses
Nick
to get his good mic.
apologizes for this.
I will not apologize under any circumstance.
We have tried.
then if this ends up in the episode.
Noise reduction goes night.
I'll say because we've spent 2 hours doing this so far, we'll take our 10-minute break here. Hello and listeners to Heroes of Edorea. Doug, I'm sure you'll put in some amazing cut like you always have.
No,
Amazing. Left for a 10-minute break, but for now, we are back. So, when we had left off, the party had set out on their journey heading towards Talendor after realizing they had lost 2 or so days of travel. They had passed by a ruin, and after deciding that against going and investigating it, we eventually cut to them by the campfire, heading off for the night, sleeping. So, is there anything anyone would like to do this night?
Is there anything I would like to do?
I know. I would like to play fetch with Snuffles.
Make an animal handling check.
Okay.
You accidentally picked up the creature instead of the item.
Oh, no.
You pick up a nearby stick and throw it and kind of point to it as in telling Snuffles to go. And hold on, let me actually check the name because I don't want to be getting this wrong.
I can't remember if it's Fluffles or Snuffles.
I'm pretty sure it was Fluffles. It was... Fluffles. It was Fluffles.
Oh, okay.
You throw a stick and point to it, and Fluffles just kind of looks at you, confused.
Gouges my eyes out. Okay, I think that's the best I could hope for, to be honest.
Yeah, just kind of like looks at you, looks at where you threw the stick, and just kind of curls up. Goes to sleep.
Okay, fair enough.
Should I do?
Every time I do anything with this animal, I'm just rolling to see whether I die or not.
A winner's not dying.
There's a 5% chance that it will kill you.
What am I gonna do? I think I'm just gonna, read till I go to bed.
Are you reading your Draconic language book?
I am indeed.
Okay. We'll come to you in a second then. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
Oh, can my time thing go down? Has it been another day?
It has been another day.
Yay!
Is it gone now? Or is it still there?
Oh, I've got one more day.
Okay. Gardak, have you thought of a
Yes.
name for your fucking dragons yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Is there anything the party would like to do?
No.
Or shall we cut away? Very well. That night, Atropa, you spend your time reading through this book, learning Draconic, and you finish the third half, the third of it, because you this is the third time reading it, correct?
It is.
Each time you'd read about a third of it. So this time you actually managed to finish the book.
Oh!
Finishing off with basic punctuation and grammar. Draconic is strange. In terms of finishing a sentence, it's very abrupt. It's like the sentence will be flowing, and then it's done, and it's stopped, and it's ended. And it's like, well, okay. Other than that, in terms of anything else, Draconic doesn't really have like long drawn out sentences. It's like very flowing sentences that immediately stop. Very quick, punchy lines. But that concludes your first third of learning Draconic.
I'm quite happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely grueling.
Oh yeah, in case you don't know, listeners, learning a language normally is a fucking shit show. It costs 250 gold pieces, and you have to do it for 250 days. That's 1 gold piece a day. And you have to be, I'm pretty sure, to be like completely devoted to it. And then you have to find someone else who speaks the language natively. And I took one look at that, and I was like, no, that's kind of shit. So, what I've done is I've instead gone, you start at novice, and then intermediate, then higher level, and you have to read these books, Each one takes 3 long rests to read completely. Then you have to find a native speaker who will finalize your learning. This just works a lot better. It cuts down on fucking time spent. 250 days. Fuck that. I know it's realistic, but at the same time, it's D&D.
Hold on a fucking second. Where's the gold fit in?
Where's the gold fit in?
Yeah.
No, there's no. The price is you pay for the book.
Oh, okay.
Like you pay for the different books, and then you learn from. So basically, the idea is you learn all you can from the books, and then a native speaker will like kind of just point out any mistakes you make and will finalize the language, and then you learn it. Or you could just read the books and potentially get things wrong.
Which is probably what's going to happen. And I'm happy with that. So at this, I think I'm going to go to bed. Did I do
You go to bed, and that night you feel Nouveau snuggle up with you, fall asleep with you.
Oh, that's I like Nouveau. If only they weren't named after a fucking light bulb company.
Okay. I'm gonna say Scratcher is gonna continue to teach Squilliam to get on her shoulder. So she will roll another animal handling check. I'm gonna roll a D100 real quick. Hold on. Okay. So. It's an 81. So. Scratcher goes to pick up Squilliam, and Squilliam just kind of flies up into the sky, being a pure black cat, just kind of flies up high enough where no one can really make out where he's gone.
The fuck?
About an hour goes by. Scratcher had given up, and eventually Squilliam just kind of softly lands, goes back in his cage, curls up and sleeps.
Fucking
Imagine if Ellis just comes back and his pet's just in space.
Yeah, I was tempted to say that, but at the same time it's a bit bullshit if it's like, you went away for one session and your pet flew away. So it just gave Scratcher a bit of a fright, you know, like, oh shit,
Bit of a
they're
spooky
gone.
one.
But it was like a good hour though, where they're just gone. And they come back. So that's what Scratcher, Tripitaka, and the Trooper have done. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do? Darwin?
Nah. Nothing I can really do.
Garak?
Wait, my mind is like dead. What time is it in the game?
It is currently nighttime.
I couldn't remember whether it was nighttime or morning.
Judging from like the kind of moon, I would say it's about 8:30, kind of 8:45ish.
Oh, I will rest.
You're gonna go to sleep?
Yes.
Okay, the party goes to sleep. What's everyone's passive perception?
14.
20.
30.
Okay.
11.
And Scratches is... Okay. Okay. Let me quickly roll something. Okay. The night goes by, quite uneventful, and you wake up to the sun rising, the gentle light covering all of you.
And a two.
And you look at the distance, and there's a huge fucking Tarrasque. No,
You did.
no, no.
Speaking of Tarrasque,
You awaken, and it's a peaceful day. There is a gentle breeze in the air. The sun is out, and it's early morning. does the party do?
Very nice.
Oh, wait.
To make sure that we're going on track, how far away would we be from the city at this point?
You'd be 1 day away if you've done it correctly.
I'm going to find a vantage point then and have a little look-see.
Okay, you climb up a nearby tree. For the sake of brevity, I won't even make you roll. You just eventually get up the tree, make a perception check.
Oh, dice gods, favour me.
You see in the distance the outline of what you would recognize as the Great Walls of Talendor. Very distant right now, and very far away. They're barely visible, but you can see the figure of the city. So, you know that you're going on track? What now?
I'm excited to go to Talendor, so I'm gonna get everything ready.
Oh, continue.
Yeah.
So, eventually, the party picks up their various things, animals fed, and they continue on their way.
So
you are continuing at a medium.
I have a question.
speed.
How much food do I have left? Because I had 2.5 weight.
How much what?
How much meats do I have left? Because
How
that
much
was the food I
meats?
was given.
If you... Oh, is this for your dragons?
Yeah.
For every day, you have 4 of them. So I'd say that would... They're fucking tiny, though. I'd say each one would consume about... Actually, altogether, 1/3 of a pound.
Third of a pound to that is... So, 1 second. I need to do...
Because it's 4
I need to
tiny...
go into...
4 tiny pseudo-dragons. Well, I'd say tiny. They're average-sized for pseudo-dragons.
Okay, I need to do some mathematics. There we go. I have amended that to correct.
Okay. So, give me just a moment. Is anyone keeping watch while you travel?
I guess I will today.
So, you can either give Scratcher advantage, you're just going to roll separately.
Yeah.
Okay. Scratcher will roll as well. Oh, sorry. Keep the first one, not the second. Because that was the first one rolled. So, an 8. Okay. Give me just a moment. Actually, no. You're coming in from the south. With your perception check, I'd say you see a forest, a very large forest with this very low kind of mist constantly surrounding it. However, directly north of it is the walls of Talendor, as you have arrived. And I will now give you a description of Talendor. We're there! Talendor!
Finally!
Oh,
Yes!
nice.
Let me quickly pull up my description of it.
6 days of travel.
It's almost time for shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As you approach the city, you see that Talendor is strange. It's a walled city. It has these large walls that encircle it. Each one seems to rise 400 foot up. It is... each wall seems to be split into 3 distinct sections on it. The first 2 having cannons, the ones at the top having these large, what seem to be ballista-like things. None of you are able to quite make it out as it is too high up. The walls themselves seem to be made of this kind of brass and marble-like material, this grand kind of stone architecture with gold trimming, and it seems to be separated into like these large panels, each one being about 300 foot wide and then going up. And it seems to be made of these large panels that go in a circle. And every third panel has this large crystal on it that seems to kind of overtake the very bottom of each of these panels. The first crystal you see is this turquoise blue, kind of like a teal. The next one is this kind of golden, kind of brass-colored gem. The third one is this red. And then you see it. The large gates of Talendor.
Can you see it?
It is.
You knew it.
It is about 3 panels wide, and it is this large arch with like a kind of portcullis at the very top. Outside is a relatively long line of just carriages and wagons and kind of merchants of all different walks of life. Each one is being stopped at the gates and seems to be talking with these various guards that seem to have this like the color scheme here seems to be like kind of white with like gold trimming. They seem to be wearing these white robes with kind of gold plate armor over it. Each of them have a halberd at their side, just talking to these people. Do you get in line?
Yes.
No.
Okay. You travel about 500 feet before reaching the back of the line.
Oh shit, papers,
Actually,
right.
Actually, hold on. Let me see how far a carriage can travel in a day. 24 yeah, you're fine. Yeah, it takes you about a minute, like a full minute of just traveling to get to the back. So, as you are waiting in line, is there anything you'd like to do?
Papers, that is. I'm going to prepare a... By this point, I'd have my 6th level spell slot.
Yeah, you'd have taken a long rest by now.
Okay. I'm going to...
It has taken you a large number of hours to get there. Well, what are you doing?
I'm going to prepare... I'm just gonna keep a lookout at the front for when they eventually ask us for papers.
Okay. Is there anything anyone else would like to do whilst you wait in line to get into Talendor?
Oh wait, has it been another day or is it still the same day?
I would say for the purposes of getting rid of your magical curse, sure, it's been another day.
Yay!
Actually, yeah, it would have been another day. So you are free of your curse.
Who the fuck is drinking, what is it, like, Sky?
Me. I'm drinking Skyrim wine because I'm thirsty.
It does sound like fucking...
It does!
Imagine using like food in Skyrim.
Imagine drinking Skyrim food.
It fucking tastes good because there's water. I'm
There's a
thirsty.
Skyrim cookbook.
Anyway,
Of course there is. I'm aware. I've seen someone.
continuing.
I've got an idea.
So what are you doing, Trepitaka?
Okay, so I tap the guy in front of me on the line, and I say, "Psst, you know where this place is headed, right?"
The guy at the front of the line.
I mean, not, I mean
Well,
the guy
in front of
me.
you. In front of
Yeah.
you in the line. The guy in front of you in the line is this large Goliath man, which is effectively like a half giant. He's got this large, he's very big, very grey skin. Has like a tattoo kind of across like the back of his head coming down that assumedly connects to like a full body tattoo. Wearing these large kind of furs.
What is the like design of this tattoo? Is it like, or is it like a image?
You're not quite sure because it actually the tattoo from what you can see seems to be a feather from a peacock that travels up the back of his neck and to like the very top of his like the back of his head down into his body.
If it was words, because if it was words, then we might get value.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides that, yeah, he's wearing these very large furs.
Ooh,
He's got
ooh.
he's got like a cart behind him full of various pelts, and he turns to you and goes, "Hello there. Can I help you?"
Wait, before we go through, there's something I wish to do very quickly.
Well, we'll get to you in a minute then. Trepitaka. He looks down at you. Actually, how tall is Tripitaka?
I think I'm 5'4".
Yeah, he looks down at you and goes, "Hey, so little man, what do you want?"
I say, hey, you know, I've got a secret to tell you. You know, this line, it's heading nowhere. Alright, you don't want to be in this line, man. That you know, I know what happens at the end of it. It's a huge scam. Like, you don't want to go in.
Then why are you in the line as well?
I came here to tell you because you seem like a good guy.
That's a deception check. Make a deception check.
Come on.
All this is in exchange for one place further in the line. Okay. Oh.
Natural 20.
The dice gods favour the bold.
Natural fucking 20.
The dice gods favour.
Oh, nat 20. Nice.
Oh, really? It is a scam, is it?
Yes.
Are you, kind of looks down the line and goes, there is a lot of people here. It is the city of trade. You know, they're probably paying people off. I'll find another way. Thank you, my friend. And he pats you on the back slightly and goes, Miguel, we're going. And he climbs up into the car and they head. They're going to be gone for fucking hours. Okay. So you've gained one spot in the line. You've cut the time down by about a minute. Cool.
I mean, to be fair, we probably cut it
okay.
down pretty significantly because they have to go through
Now
people's,
we'll
like,
cut
details.
to Darwin. You said you wanted to do something.
Yes, there is something I wish to hide.
Oh, if you don't want to tell everyone else what you're hiding,
I do
you
not.
can DM me. Just message me.
What could Darwin be hiding? Is he perhaps hiding a cool?
Is he perhaps hiding a soul stone on his person?
I think it's a cove.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yes. I wish to hide it in a secret pocket of my jacket.
I'd say that's easy enough. Sure.
That's
You
like
managed
hand
to-
or...
That's. I mean, I don't think anyone else on the party is really paying attention to you. Actually,
it wouldn't be
Garlic,
hard
are you
for me to
paying
move-
attention?
It wouldn't be hard for me to
Yeah.
move just something from a normal pocket to a, secret one.
Okay. For that, that's a sleight of hand check, and Gardak, that's a perception check.
Okay, is this normal or advantage? As you know, I'm just
Normal.
sitting there, moving from up to a pocket.
No, this is normal. This is
Oh my
Roll
no!
high. Roll high.
Come
There's
on.
a 5% chance this works.
Yes!
I'd say,
Come on.
Gardak, you did roll a natural 20. Darwin,
But
you okay. I know you rolled higher, so I'll say this. I'll say this. Both of you roll again.
Okay. Go on then.
This is kind
Alright.
of like luck versus skill here.
There is no skill here, it's all luck.
It's purely luck
Okay.
on your side.
So, Gardak, I'd say actually, yeah, Darwin, with your passive perception, you'd realize Gardak is watching you very closely as you go to take the stone the first time, and you just kind of take like a small pouch of gold and put it further on your person. Gardak, you're kind of like, oh, okay, cool. He's just, making sure he doesn't get pickpocketed. Darwin, you then take the opportunity to move the stone without anyone noticing. That's how I justify that, because that was a natural
Okay.
20.
Okay. In that case, let's just say I also put my special sack of money in my secret pocket.
Yeah, thus to avoid, pickpockets. Okay. So, that's what you three, actually no, you two are
Catch
doing.
me,
Is there
bitch.
anything else anyone else would like to do?
No, I shall not do anything so far.
Oh.
Oh god. Hello?
What?
Everyone was
Hello,
being
you still
quiet.
there?
We heard
Oh my
you.
god, Discord just fucking died. Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
So,
killed
what's
you.
everyone else doing?
nothing, lol.
Okay. Wait, what are you doing, Atropa? Couldn't
no.
quite hear you.
Nothing.
Nothing?
For the moment.
So is the party just gonna wait?
I'm just gonna wait till we get up to the thing, and then I'll do something.
Yeah.
So the party's gonna wait. All right.
Wait, what's the rough time? Like, is it evening or?
The rough time, when you arrived here, I'm gonna say it was about 11 o'clock, so just before midday.
Okay, then I don't need to do that then. Okay. All good.
Okay. Okay, if you're just gonna wait, we will cut ahead instead of actually waiting here for 4 hours.
Why not?
Because
That would make
it
great
takes-
story.
Because it takes 4 hours
Let's be
for you to
immersive.
reach the front of the line.
Let's stay here for 4 hours
As,
doing play.
I will say the Mary's Maidens, the people who have travelled with for a while, decided to go behind you instead of going in front of you.
Sick.
4 hours passes. Eventually, two guards, quite nondescript, kind of very androgynous and unknown looking in their armor, stick their halberds, kind of. What do you call it when they stick it in like a cross to prevent entrance?
It's just called blocking.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
blocking
they kind of.
away.
They just. Sorry, I completely forgot the word. They block your way and go, halt! We require your papers.
Oh no, they're going to deport us.
They come. One of them comes over, just carrying the halberd at his side, and goes and looks up to you and goes, "All right, you got papers?"
I know what I'm gonna do.
Do we?
It's gonna be a fucking dominate person.
Oh, no.
I am going to cast a dominate person, but I'm gonna do it very sneakily. So sleight of hand.
Okay. Does it also have? Actually, the verbal part would be you speaking, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would just be you telling them, though. Like, telling them, like, that would be the dominating part.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sleight of hand.
What? Okay, you use charisma for your spellcasting?
I do.
Can you make a charisma check, then?
Ooh.
Okay. As you carefully weave your fingers. Actually, hold on. That is just a straight charisma check, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure because it was like 26, and I was like, you should only have +5, but because of Jack of all trades, which I completely forgot about. I'll be honest. Okay. As you weave your fingers, just like carefully behind your back, forming a certain runic symbol, you see one of the great gems on either side of the walls of Talendor glow slightly, and you feel your magic being pulled and tugged as if they're trying to dispel it, but you push through it, and he's got to make a wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah, he does.
This is a lot of checks.
Natural 5.
Yes.
Okay. I will. Give me just a moment.
Thank goodness his charm.
Was I quickly roll some other things? Oh yeah. Hold on. As you finish weaving your hands together and casting the spell, the other two guards notice the gems glow slightly, as if they are trying to dispel certain magic, and seeing that it didn't quite work, or that something was slightly off, go, "Hey, blunt man,
Yeah?
your funny business.
Oh, of course.
On the castle.
You doing any magic up there?"
No, not at all.
Make a deception check.
Yes!
Now hold on. You're not out of the woods yet.
I'm not out of the woods
Wait, we're
yet.
in woods? Okay.
No, by that's a figure of speech.
I'm being autistic, don't worry.
Actually, I got to roll for the other one as well. Hold on. Oh yeah. One of them goes, "Yeah, all right." The other one, however, goes, "You sure? Because whenever someone tries magic, these here gems, prevent it. It's what kept Talendor alive for so long. And it seems, my friend, you just tried to curse some magic.
I call out in defense. Maybe they're a bit faulty, or someone further down the line.
Well, you know,
a
we
magical
have,
thing.
or the immense amount of magical items we have.
Source stones of this level do not fail, and I'll have you know, it is only for spell casters when a spell is being cast, not for magical items.
What
They
if
are
it was someone
different
else
kinds.
further down the line, silly?
Then it would not reach these crystals.
We have
How do
a,
you know?
They have a 30-foot range, each of them.
we have a fair
So
amount
I
But I
must-
make
I
him
must
question
ask
his
you-
own logic.
I must ask you again, Plant Man. What was that spell you just cast?
I did not cast any spells. We have many spellcasters in our group.
Uh-oh.
It could have been another. In which case, none
Oh
of
really?
you
Why do you have any need to cast spells? You are at the gates of Talendor.
I would not know.
Whatever you need is within.
I would not know, as I did not cast a spell. You would have to question my conclusions.
Wait, who
That's-
else
that's
is
a
a
deception
spellcaster in
check.
our group? I mean, I don't have like.
I mean,
All
so far
casting.
you've got. I'd say so far you've got Scratcher, who is a cleric.
I have spells. Okay, I whisper
actually
to
just chilling.
Scratcher to say, like, to pretend to own up that you are just fixing something using magic.
Scratcher is mute.
Oh
And
yeah,
Scratcher is also a holy woman,
and
and she is a holy woman.
and
She is literally a priest.
she could fix
She is-
something using magic.
She's actually a priestess. Oh my
Yes,
god!
but you're not.
This
This
is
isn't
not
making it a
understanding.
lie. Oh yeah. Okay, fair point.
Yes, she's
Put
literally
a gun to
under
her back and
the
tell her
fucking.
to.
She's literally under the god of trust.
Oh yeah.
Literally the least likely person to lie here.
Yeah, at this point,
No,
I'd say
I obviously
Scratcher
I'm
holds
the
up,
least likely to lie.
Scratcher holds up like a small piece of paper saying, "If there was any spells cast, we didn't mean to, and we're very sorry. Any spells we did cast, we will now dispel as to gain your trust." Looks at you with a kind of not necessarily a stink eye, but like a very
Stink
serious, like
eye.
Atropa, I mean it, kind of look.
I will not dispel it, but make it seem as if I did.
Like, just wave your
And how
hand
do you
and
do
shit.
that?
That's a good point.
Just like wave your hands.
La 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 la.
Yeah, why not? I'll wave my hands. Give,
Magic.
give the guard I cast Dominate Person and tap my head, but not actually dispel it.
At this point, again, in order to keep this up, you see the 2 gems start to glow again. I need you to make another spellcasting check.
Is that just a charisma?
That is another charisma check because you are a bard. Yeah, natural 20. You feel, again, the magic being pulled and pushed and tugged and, like, things trying to interrupt how it is, like, its very being, but you're able to push through it and keep concentrating on this Dominate Person. I need you to make a deception check for the huge fucking lie you're trying to tell.
Ooh.
They're both gonna make insight checks. The one from before who is he seems to be more trusting goes, all right, funny business has been called off. However, the other one again going, do you think we're dumb? Look at you, waving your hands just a little bit. You're a bard, aren't you, of some kind?
I am.
Yes, all theatre and performances, smoke and mirrors. How about I call a wizard down? We'll see once and for all if you're really casting a spell or not.
Can I just kill a trooper and then problem solved?
I'm not gonna stop you.
Ooh.
Okay.
I as the
lit.
DM respect player character decisions.
As soon as they
Don't
do,
respect them if they're stupid.
as soon as they do, like take this little threat, I am going to... Actually, no. Can I rewind a bit and use my inspiration on that deception?
Sure, I'll allow it.
I'm going to reroll that.
Just this once. And I will, because you are re-rolling, I will allow them to re-roll as well.
Okay.
Because you did call it late.
I did call it late, to be fair, yeah.
Absolute dunkers.
I am quite the dog.
Yeah, same effect, even with that higher roll.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so sorry. One of them rolled a natural 10, and the other one rolled a 13. And each of them, I've given them +4 because they are fucking border guards to Talendor.
They're
They've
trained
got to
to
be good at
figure
seeing
out
through
this.
light. Yeah.
So,
yeah, they're kind of like
Doing this is their job.
kind of calls over a fourth guard now. Like so there's
Oh no, we're
two-
gonna
there's
so
two-
fucking
there's
die.
two at the gate which like are blocking you. Then there's a third one who's come over to talk to you at Tropa.
Who
And they've
was
called
the...
over a fourth one and kind of leans into his ear and he goes off.
I'm
Okay, I have
You guys-
idea.
Alright. Wait here just a minute.
going to cover under my
I
breath.
lean over to a trooper, put a knife to his back, and tell him to take the spell off properly.
I am going to take the spell off, but do it quietly because I want to be. I want to make a slight fool of them.
That is... We'll call this sleight of hand check. I'll say, as a bard and like a performer, you are able to get your voice nice and quiet. 14. I'm not
I mean,
gonna
then
make
it's
them
gonna
roll.
be easy to like disguise words considering
I'm not gonna let them roll. Okay.
not even the mouth.
Yep. You continue to dispel the magic. I'm gonna quickly read through Dominate Person.
Oh no!
Can I do during this time? Can you 10? The spell ends high level. I'm gonna roll. I'll let him roll intelligence to see if he knows a spell was cast on him. Pray that I roll low. Natural 15. Okay.
Oh wow, well done.
Kind of. Excuse me, sir. I came over here for a simple talk. You cast a spell on me. You should know. Only magic may only be cast inside the walls, not here on the line. We don't want any truth spells getting around. You know, what's the name of it? It doesn't matter, but certain spells, you know, everything you say becomes true apparently, which we do not want. In case you are of malicious intent.
Malicious intent. A trooper? Nah.
I can only do.
Anyway, we shall continue with our questioning now. And he
Just remember this.
pulls up
Mucho
a small
texto.
sheet of paper and he goes, first of all, why do you come here to Talendor?
I visited an old friend.
Is an old friend? What is the name of this old friend?
Alveria. She's a junior.
Alveria. Does she have a last name? It
do I-
was Hawthorne.
Pardon? How do you spell that?
Hawthorne. Hawthorne.
Hawthorne.
Alright. Where are you coming from?
Where would we say we're coming from? Because we've been all over the
Well,
place.
you see, that's a bit of a... Yeah, as Gara said, that's a strange question, you see.
Okay, here's a better question. Where was the last main city you came from?
Portamoy.
Port Amoy. And before that?
What was it? Sarandown, correct?
Sarandau. Up north. Okay. He's just like noting this down with like a small kind of I wouldn't say ballpoint, but it's that kind of pen. At this point, the guard from earlier comes back with another kind of high elven woman, very pale skin, this long kind of graying hair, kind of like black and white hair, kind of comes down to the shoulders. Much of it's tied back in like a ponytail, wearing these white and gold embroidered robes, comes forth, carrying like a small tome, going, "What seems to be the problem here?" The guard whispers up in her ear, "Oh, suspected of casting a spell, are we?" Kind of comes up to you, Atropa. Kind of see her run her finger through the air. This kind of gold magic tracing it. She draws a full rune before placing her hand on it, and her eyes flash for a second. And you would recognize this as a detect magic spell.
Oh, you mean that thing I can just do?
Yeah. Seems my time has been wasted again. No spells have been cast here.
Yeah, well done. You did it.
Talents are wasted.
Perfect, Nick.
And she kind of just goes, "But I suppose I will attempt one more thing." And she snaps her fingers. These few sparks of golden energy erupt. And she goes, "All right, believe my work here is done." She walks off. The guard that brought her here just kind of goes and disappears into the wall, which you can see now. The wall itself appears to be very thick. It's about, I'd say, in terms of thickness, it's a good, like,
Thick wall.
It's about 120 foot thick. The fucking chunky wall. There's a small kind of doorway that he just disappears into. And goes, the guy from earlier goes, right, suspected of casting magic. Anyway, next question. What kind of cargo are you carrying on you?
I bring out my my fucking inventory of shit.
Alright, I won't ask you to go through all of that. Is there any cargo your accomplices are carrying? Perhaps on the back of this here carriage?
Nope.
I mean, we're
Is it
not
for
carrying
anyone
anything
in
with the
particular,
intent
or
of...
just
Then I'm sure you
as a
wouldn't
whole?
mind if we did a small search. And he kind of beckons over one of the guards, kind of whispers in his ear. You're close enough to hear it, and he just goes, "Search joint, would you?" Turns back to you and goes, "Sorry, just a mandatory safety protocol."
Of course.
Next we have, how many of your companions or compatriots are you carrying?
Companions.
We should probably ask if this includes the...
That's why we'll cut away. That's why we'll cut away from Otropa's little part. Gardak, Darwin, and Triptaka, who are in the back of the carriage. You see this one guard come into the back and kind of get into the carriage itself and start looking around.
I keep my bag between my legs.
Takes one look over it and gives you a suspicious look and then continues. Eventually comes to one of the cages with a small cloth thrown over it and begins lifting up the cloth. Do any of you stop him?
Oh, what's under the cloth?
Which one is it?
It's one of the cages. It is the one to the Displacer Beast cub, to Fluffles.
Well,
Is he asleep?
I think it would be wise to warn him to be careful.
You
yeah,
don't
we
buy.
didn't let that guy.
Yes, you do!
Yeah, I'll stop him and be like, "Sir, you don't want to look under there."
So that is a risky move.
Oh, really? Don't want to look under here, do I? Why is
No,
that?
no. Oh, I know. It's okay. Don't worry. It's just it bites.
Fuck, you got under it, and he says that he just lifts it up,
What happens?
pulls. Fluffles is currently asleep,
Oh my fuck.
just curled up.
Less
Pulls out-
sigh of relief.
Pulls out a small notepad and just jots this down. Puts the cloth back over it. Darwin comes up to where your Koibra is currently covered
Arvin
in
comes
blankets. No, the guard.
Yeah,
comes
the
up
guard. There you go.
to where Darwin, your Koibra, is
Yeah.
inside of its egg currently, and starts to peel the blankets back.
Careful, please. It's very fragile.
Right. And he actually takes this into account and starts slowly peeling them back now.
Poggers.
Pulls out a notepad.
He's very considerate, this guard.
All right. Puts the thing back up. Kind of comes up to you now, Gorak.
Yes.
Where'd you get this armor?
I bought it from a magic shop back in Sarandar.
Magic shop. Right. What's with the sword on your back? Wouldn't mind showing me that, would you?
By all means, I retrieved the sword.
Takes it in both of his hands. Don't get a lot of giant around here. Puts it, hands it back to you.
I place it back on my back.
Takes one look at Tripitaka and goes, "Not even worth searching you." Comes up to you now, Darwin.
I mean, that makes sense.
He's a
He's a monk. He's not going to be like.
Yeah, he's literally just a
decked
Tibetan
out.
monk. He's literally dressed as a Tibetan monk, and
He's
know,
not going to be iced out or anything.
yeah, he's just a fucking monk. He comes up to you now, Darwin, and goes, "All right, what you got on you?"
I mean, it depends. What do you mean by on me? Because I have quite a few things on me. Anything in particular?
Weapons. What kind of weapons do you have on you?
I have a fair amount.
All right, show them.
Okay, I lay them on the ground carefully. My rapier, my short sword, my crossbow, my crowbar, my whip, and my how many daggers? My 2 daggers, and both my short swords, and all my crossbow bolts.
Takes a look over all of the non-magical ones and goes, all right. Picks up the rapier.
Careful with that. You don't want to hurt yourself.
I won't. You see now, he's actually, it is full plate, and part of the full plate is, these braces with, this kind of chainmail gloves. With, plates on the back of them. That was just me not describing that, but, he kind of looks at the small infernal runes carved onto the side of the rapier. Where Scrim puts it down, notes down a few more things, picks up the short sword. It's fine. Shots that down. Takes one more sweep of the entire place. Kind of comes up to you again, Darwin, and goes, "Say, what you got in that bag?"
Oh, well, just a few odds and ends.
I'm sure if it's just a few odds and ends, you wouldn't mind showing me then.
Okay. I take out the leather armor and the traveler's clothes, the water skin, my staff is just around, my blade sharpening stone, the thieves' tools, the grooming kit, the hammer, the torch. Well, no, I don't need to take out the torches. Rope, the rations, the flute, kobold head, the 2 alcohols, and yeah, that's it.
He's probably going to question the kobold head.
Looks over all of them and goes, picks up the kobold head and goes, "Taxidermist, eh? Don't know a lot of you around here."
Oh no,
Not the.
I wish I knew how to do that, but unfortunately no. I had that professionally done.
Well, you'll find plenty of that in City of Trade. Anyway.
Lovely. Okay, you didn't question. Wow, they really don't like kobolds.
I love how they didn't question me on the fucking whip I have.
I mean, to be fair, you're still kind of caught up
They
with the other
they haven't gotten to searching you yet.
Oh, have they not? Okay, I thought they already did.
No.
Okay.
They
Okay,
right now.
I put all the stuff back in my bag.
As to which, the inspector now gets out the back of the carriage, and comes back up to the main guy asking you questions, Atropa. And give me just a moment whilst I quickly switch what device I'm using Discord on, because my phone is about to die.
Lol.
Oh, cringe, lol.
Lol. Oh, is he gone?
Okay, I'm back. Okay. At this point, the guy asking you questions, Atropa, is approached by the man who just did a full inspection of the back of the carriage.
Okay.
Gets whispered in his ear. You are not close enough. Actually, you would be close enough to hear this if it was a normal whisper, but this is especially low. This is sneaky whisper.
Really
They don't want you to hear this.
Yeah.
If you want to try and hear it, you can make a perception check.
That I will.
Make a perception check then. I'd say you pick up on it. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Sylvan, Dwarvish, and Primordial.
This is spoken in a language you don't quite understand. And he goes, the guy questioning you goes, all right, you seem like a nice man. However, I've just been informed here that apparently you are harboring some illegal animals and or grim magics. So, would you mind telling me what it's about?
Oh yes, our pets. Let's see. Was
Wait. Just like out of character, ask which ones are the illegal ones, because we don't want to be
Presumably,
explaining ones that
displace
are
a bit.
already legal.
Okay. Do tell which ones are illegal.
God,
Oh, well, there's potentially dangerous ones among them. One of them being a displacer beast, even has a cub.
Yeah.
Very, very illegal, wild animal, big cat, not even from this plane of existence.
Wait, can I
very-
hear this?
I'd say passive perception 20. You'd have to, you get closer to like the corner of the cart where they're talking, and you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say you can make it out.
Okay, I'm gonna come to the forward and I'm gonna like say to him, "Sir, I understand your worry on this, but we did buy these completely legally from a genuine pet shop guy, and there was no black market illegal stuff done in the buying of this creature."
Oh, interesting.
I assure you.
You could
Did
even
you ever-
check
did you
him
ever
out
get
if
the-
you want.
Did you ever get the name of this person who sold you various goods?
I should have written
Yes,
it down.
indeed, Pete's Pets.
You did. I love you.
Yes, I did. I wrote it down.
Pete's Pets. Thank you for informing us. And he actually pulled out like a separate note and
Goes
wrote
to-
this down.
Goes to his superiors.
Don't keep this
And this is a group that needs to be put on the do not allow in.
Oh God.
We get these people barred from town.
Anyway, trade of such an animal or beast is not permitted within Magi. Not just the rules, not just within Talendor, but Magi as a whole. It is illegal. You don't seem to be around here, do you?
No, I believe
Yeah.
most of us are quite new to here.
Well, laws here are a little bit strict. I've also been informed you happen to have a Koiber egg in your possession.
Yes.
This is another beast, which is illegal trade. They are
I see.
they're actually endangered in Magi.
Well, I promise you, for one, I'm taking good care of it, but also, by the time we leave, it will still be in its egg. So you won't have to worry about any Koibras running around. And I wish to buy many books on how to look after them.
Make a persuasion check.
What? How could that? I'm
I'm
being
gonna
genuine.
help him.
Okay, roll with advantage then.
I mean, to be fair, they're saying that illegal
beast,
trade.
and you are saying, "I'll take really good care of it."
To be fair, they're saying they're illegal trade.
24.
Yeah, but we're not trading them. Yeah, but
But ownership of them is illegal, is what he's trying, is what I'm trying to get across. Like, yeah, the buying was fine. He didn't mention the buying at all. The ownership of a
Is
wild
illegal.
beast is illegal.
isn't it the other way round? It's the selling of it that's the illegal, not the owning of it.
Why do you think he noted it down?
So, yeah, good point.
Take good care of it, eh? Okay. I'll allow you in, but if there is any, and I mean any, speak of a Koiber running around, killing people, maiming, harming, whatever, you're out. Okay? You understand?
It sounds like something that we could work with.
Very well. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be continuing to question Ringleader here about various things.
You asked how many people we had.
Actually, no, but we're not quite done with what you're carrying here. Next, you seem to be carrying grim magics of an artifact, or not even an artifact, a magical item. Seems to be able to sap the life from someone, give it to the user.
Ah, I believe you may be talking to me about that then.
You have
Oh,
this.
you again. Was you not aware?
I assumed you knew about this.
I did not know that it did
I
that.
used it in front of you.
Did you?
Wait, you've used
Multiple
it?
times. You
You've used it on someone?
You unobservant buffoon. No, it's okay. We used it on an animal.
That's
An animal. What kind of animal?
I cannot remember. It was quite a while ago, but I assure you it was animal. I haven't had the chance to test it on a person yet.
That's a deception check.
Also, could you please not use the term
That's
test it on a
definitely a
person?
perception check.
Test.
No, deception. That's definitely a deception check.
Normal or advantage?
No, is Throper going to help you?
I'm still helping you.
Okay, you roll with advantage then.
all the,
It's fun.
you need all the help you can get.
Yeah, right, beast, eh? You know, a lot of beasts out here. Probably a hill giant. Alright.
Oh, we have encountered one of those.
Next along the list, it's also been said you have various weaponry. Now, this isn't illegal or anything like that. Weapons are allowed. However, you are prohibited from even drawing them in public. They are purely for show, unless you are a royal guard or one who is trusted by the Talendor Council, like myself. So,
Well, I very much doubt we would need to with all the safety around here.
you're right. Very, very good guard system we've got here in Talendor. We have to be.
I
Anyway.
bet you're the best around.
You may move along now, shady man. Back into your carriage. Not through the gates just yet. I need to ask Boss Man here a couple more questions.
Which one's boss man?
Apparently me.
Referring to
Oh,
the
you're
Dropper.
boss man. Oh,
Because
okay.
the Dropper was the one who decided to talk to the guard.
And
Oh, yeah, he is
Charmin.
the one driving, isn't he?
No, it's actually Scratcher who was driving.
Oh, but Scratcher can't
But
speak.
Dropper decided to actually it's good that you got the bard talking. Anyway. He goes, alright, you can go back in your carriage now. It's between me and your boss. Okay? Got to ask him a couple of questions that only he should really know about.
Oh. Ooh.
So,
you free for the
Continue.
fine.
how long do you intend to stay here at the City of Trade?
That's a very good question. For until we get bored, really. A week. A week sounds. I'm gonna
A week.
Shouting to the back. How long do you all plan on staying here?
Honey, Mike.
It doesn't want to be there. I feel
Is effectively shouted, how long are we staying here? To the rest of the party.
Yeah.
You see Scratcher hold up a small note saying, I'd say Scratcher would say about 9 days.
Anyone else?
I will also chime in with a couple days.
I get the general consensus of maybe a bit over a week.
Alright. A bit over a week isn't a number. I need a number here.
Oh, 9 days, 10 days.
9, 10. You want me to put you down for 2 weeks?
Okay.
Very well. Put you down for 2 weeks. And goes, alright. Moving on. Do you plan on doing any trade within this city?
Most probably buying, selling.
Very well. Not here as a tourist. Good. Do you have forms of hiring certain guards and people to protect you in case you're not able to protect yourself?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No,
Just
I don't
flexing
mean to,
back.
out of character, but that sounds very insulting. Just like, do you want any help so you're safe?
I mean, he
Definitely
did
not.
say the only people permitted to draw weapons in public are people trusted by the council.
Then
So
how many
he's
people
effectively
have you just gone? Definitely not. No, we don't need your help.
He's
I mean-
effectively asking, do you have enough money to get protection if needed?
Oh.
Oh, then yes.
Oh, very well. Kind of scratch it, like
We
puts
have
a
the
line
meat,
for it, goes.
but we likely won't.
Very well.
Go to it.
Okay. Looking over it one more time. Okay. Final question. Do you promise to uphold any orders or requests given by the Talendor Council if they are so asked of you.
Can I decline?
Do you want to get in the city?
Yes.
Oh,
Very well. They put you down. I believe that concludes business. So, do you have any other carriages coming through with you?
Yes, we do. There
no,
are.
wait, no, they're here separately. We were just like escorting
are they?
them. Yeah, like they were actually coming here anyway. We were just traveling with them, so they had safety, but they're not actually with us.
Maybe?
No, not just say no. They're doing their own thing.
Okay, no it is, then.
I'll put you down for no. And he goes, kind of gives a small gesture, and the two people blocking the way before lift up their halberds, and he goes, "Welcome to City of..." Do you step through?
I very much do. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna take a quick drink of water, actually.
Hell yeah, we made it in.
Anyway, continuing, stepping past the walls of Talendor, stepping into the actual city, it's like there's 120 feet where it's like a threshold, and then you step into the actual city, and for miles and miles, and possibly even more miles, you just see buildings upon buildings upon buildings. There is just, it's kind of weird, because for a long time you've just seen kind of large green, like hills and pastures and all these different trees. But now you see large kind of brown stone buildings. A lot of here, the stone of the buildings here seems to be made of a kind of sandstone. And there are all of these very intricate designs on everything, on all of the buildings, and the streets themselves are made of this. It's made of a very similar material with all of these very intricate, like almost runic patterns. In the center of town, you see one large, what seems to be a colosseum, and an even larger light blue, almost kind of teal crystal, just gently pulsing above it. You see great wizard towers stretching high into the sky. Parts of them seem to be suspended in mid-air. There are just buildings upon buildings upon buildings of each other. There's bustling street, and it's very hectic. Was I get the music?
Wow, music.
Hold on, I gotta get busy town ambience.
We finally arrived.
Instead of just normal town ambience.
But town ambience.
It's gotta. So, you have stepped through the threshold of Talendor. Welcome to Talendor.
Amazing.
Where to now?
Yay!
That's a good question. Now that we're finally in the city,
Do I hear Minecraft chicken sounds?
no, I
You
don't.
did. Continuing, where's everyone going?
Ah, okay.
Should we find the tavern first?
Do you, don't
Wait,
you know what that
before we head to tavern, I'm going to address to the party that I need to, as I am meeting up with someone, and I'll be staying with him for a few days.
Oh.
Okay.
So I will make my departure here.
Very well. Darwin takes the
but
lead.
wait! Don't we need to collect our like gems from the gem people?
What do you want to go get your reward for doing?
Yes. Yes, I wish for
Capella
reward.
stuff. Do you want to go
What?
do? Do you want to go do? Do you want to go get Capella's reward?
Oh yes.
I don't
Yeah,
really
the church
know
library.
if we. I don't know if we.
What the fuck is that
really
sound?
Did that?
Wait, why is it Capella's reward? Capella's dead.
No. If you remember the reason you were in Sarandower, what became the reason was to cure curse water. That was part of
Yeah.
Capella's mission. Capella
Okay,
died.
but we're
and
also
so
going to
he
collect
collected
our
the
reward from...
His church,
Oh yeah,
this is the time where you can cash in on everything you've done so far.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to cash in, and then I'm going to go meet my friend.
We don't
Okay.
cash out.
So, are you all heading to a church of Lyrelia to get a reward?
I mean, would not be a better idea to wait for
Except you,
the.
Tripitako,
Yeah,
because
wait
you
for
have
the
no
gem
idea who
people, 'cause
Capella
they're
is.
like literally right behind us.
I think. Yeah, we should wait for the like people we're traveling with
You sure?
to get. I feel like that would be an idea because like
Yeah, they're
the
literally
church is still
behind
going to
us.
be there in a few minutes.
Okay, you wait a good 10 minutes or so, and then eventually coming down the hall. I say the hall. It's more of a long corridor down. Actually, it's not even that. It's like the portcullis from before. Beyond that, it's just this huge arch, and it's very grand. The marble and gold kind of design, then kind of slowly blends into this kind of sandstone large city you see before you. And stepping out of the large archways is the carriage with the Mary's Maidens, burnt slightly, heading through. Geralt calls down to you and goes, "Hey, right, we're gonna go do our deliveries now. If you need us, we'll be
But
know
we
what to
do
find
need
us.
you.
Well, what you need us for?"
You promised a reward.
Oh, no, not
All right, that we did. So, reaches behind her and pulls out a small sack and throws it down at you. You catch it. Opening it up, there is 5 what you recognize as jacinths, or jacinths, the
Okay.
orangey soul stones. These,
Okay.
each one is worth.
Before they
5,000
go,
pieces.
then, I will call out and say, by any chance, would you have any more of these small bags, as we would wish to spread them out, but obviously we can't touch them.
The gems were your reward, not the bags.
Okay, then could you tell me what spell we would need to hold the gems?
We don't make them. You just gotta go to a runesmith. You'll know what to
Do you
do.
know what rune?
Looking
Wait.
at the bag, it has got a small, it's got this circle
Would I
of
recognize
runes
these?
all the way around it. They are
Do we
embroidered onto it.
Do we recognize them?
No.
Do I have to roll to see if I recognize?
This would be an Arcana check.
So that presumably be normal as.
Yeah.
Okay,
unless
I'm gonna roll.
any of you speak Draconic, because these are based on Draconic. But it
Oh,
would
does
take,
anyone speak Draconic?
but in character, it would take an Arcana check to know that.
I'm pretty sure Tripitaka speaks Draconic.
Yes, you'd know that, Darwin.
Yay! What is it?
You
know this.
You know it's Draconic now in character.
Oh, right. But I don't. Oh, so I can't tell what the
You don't
rune
speak
is.
the language.
Oh, for God.
Tripitaka.
Actually, I'd say with that 19, and because this is to do with magic and you are proficient in it, I believe. You are proficient in it, right?
What?
In Arcana.
Yeah.
Because you are proficient in it, I'd say you know it's Draconic, and you know that these runes are used for restraint.
Okay.
Or stopping magical force from getting outside of it. So, where to?
That goes my hair.
I feel the first thing we should do is look around.
No,
Looking
we must
around.
go- we must go to.
I mean, we need.
I
we
mean,
need
I've
to go
already
there.
I've already described the city to you.
Yeah, but like to look around and see what specific places we're
Okay.
nearby.
I need to go to meet friends,
Cool.
so I'm gonna.
So if we're going to the church as well, then
Yeah, I mean,
Because
you
we
could
need
go
to head-
collect
could-
your
wanna head over
reward
there.
from
at
the
the very
church
least try and
of Edorea.
collect. Because I'm
Wait,
not
can
sure
you
if I believe-
collect each of our rewards individually?
Oh, I'm just not gonna take my
It would
reward.
probably be significantly more convincing if we were there.
Yeah.
God damn it. You know, Nick, you complain about having no money, and then fucking Atropa doesn't take money.
Yes, because what the fuck does he know about money? He only.
Yeah, it's not made of plants.
You're just
It's a
being,
pretty
you're
aesthetic.
being told it's a reward.
Yes.
It can be
Can
exchanged
I
for
have
goods and
this?
services.
Fine, I'll take the money. You convinced me.
You haven't even gone to collect it yet. You don't even know.
I'm sorry. I'll take the
Don't
gem.
know what it is yet.
I'll take the gem. That's what it's called. It looks shiny.
Yeah, but we need
You
to go and
can't take
collect
the
it.
gem. No. It stays in the bag.
No, I understand. It
Gems
stays
stay
in the bag. I'm merely saying that I accept it as a gift.
Okay. Hey, am I still holding on to them then, or should we?
You are still holding on to them, but everyone has seen you holding it.
Yeah. So, I'm just. I put it in breast pocket, but in a very obvious place, so that it's obvious I'm not stealing it.
Okay, yeah. So where to now?
I think we should try and find church.
Okay. You
Will
gonna
this
go
take
find
any
the church of Lyrelia?
Yeah, will this take any sort of check? Or do we just like...
I'd say with the help of Scratcher, no. Because
I was
Scratcher...
thinking. I was also kind of thinking because like
because of the
it's
long
a-
gods.
I was thinking because like there's a lot of
Yeah.
like this is a bustling city. There's probably
Yeah, this is a huge fucking city, and
there's probably
I
signposts around.
would have made you make a check actually, because there actually aren't any signs in the
No
city.
signposting.
It is all done through like just knowing where to go and how to go there, and all of that stuff.
Convenience.
But with the help of
Terribly
Scratcher,
inconvenient.
who is a cleric of Laetordel, because of some lore on the fucking gods, she would know about Lyrelia very well.
And also
you
due to
eventually
just like
arrive.
knowing about religion in general, presumably being able to kind of have a sense for knowing where it would be.
Yeah, and also she is proficient with religion, so
Yeah.
that would make up for it.
I just want to have like a little checkup. Doug, are you here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You were just silent.
Just to check you're still alive.
Continuing, eventually you come to a large building that isn't made of the normal sandstone. It's made of a slightly lighter sandstone, very white, and it seems to have been smoothed out quite a bit.
Smooth sandstone.
outside-
Oh,
Fuck you. Outside stands
No, thanks.
a very large statue of Lyrelia, presumably. This beautiful woman wearing these long flowing robes, holding what seems to be the crescent moon in like one of her hands, reaching up with the other. There is no door to this temple. You just walk in. There before you, there are just pews and pews and pews, and it is just a really long set of these very long benches. Inside the room itself, it is very quiet, and I need anyone who enters to make a charisma saving throw. I will say Tripitaka and Scratcher do not enter because they have no idea who the fuck Capella is.
I'm gonna enter and let's
You
let's
make
get
a
it
charisma save.
Oh,
Okay.
charisma save. Sorry.
Yeah, charisma save.
Oh,
I got worried for a second because I saw like the nat one come up. This, like,
You are the only one who fails the save. You are forced to tell the truth as if under a zone of truth spell.
oh, thank God!
There seems to be some kind of permanent zone of truth in here.
Thank God! I was terrified. I thought that it was gonna be you take like radiant damage or something.
why would you?
Anyway, yeah.
Whenever you go to church, you have to take the risk of being killed.
No, because we're not worshippers of that religion.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Luke's campaign. Fuck off.
No, but like I figured that there was a
Consecrated ground will kill anyone who doesn't
No,
believe
no.
in this
To be
god.
fair, no. A consecrated ground in Luke's campaign would have just killed Cabone because he's a fucking skeleton piece of
because he's
shit.
because he is black magic incarnate.
Yeah, but there's also the fact that in fucking Luke's campaign you'd get killed for not following the religion.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
more just to like ridiculous amounts of like angry men.
Yeah,
That's not really due to consecrated
Continuing.
ground.
that is too
continuing-
angry, man.
Continuing down, there are very nice kind of crystalline chandeliers above you, and coming down to what you assume to be the altar, which isn't like like your traditional altar. It's more like this large pool of water with these two constant waterfalls just flowing into it, seeming perpetually. Standing in front of it, currently kneeling down in prayer, is a completely androgynous yellow tiefling with these large horns that stretch up, almost like I wouldn't say gazelles, but like they're more grand. They stretch wider apart and reach very high.
Could you look an ass?
Before before eventually acknowledging your presence and standing up and turning around and looking to you. Why have you come to us on this fine day?
I'd like to.
Who's going to be speaking with them?
I will speak. I tell truth.
Okay.
I
That might not be a good reason for you to speak.
I pull out the
You're gonna try and deceive them.
no,
like-
I'm not. I pull out the symbol that Capella was carrying for this time, that Darwin thankfully retrieved, and show it to them. I say this belonged to one of your paladins, I believe.
Oh, do not tell me. Paladin Capella.
You are correct.
He is no more.
It's she.
Whatever. I don't care for gender roles.
It's not a gender role. It's just fucking.
This isn't even gender roles, this is just pronouns.
This is just fucking pronouns.
I genuinely just forgot. I keep on thinking.
I mean, Scratcher is also a woman.
I know, but he always comes out with these names that just like you just have no idea. So I just assume and like think, nah.
To be fair, Scratcher is not a very. To be fair, Scratcher is not a very feminine name.
Scratcher is
really
also
it's
an
not really-
androgynous name.
It's also not like a name, really.
It's not
Yeah,
really.
like, Scratcher is very much a non-binary name.
You mean not a name?
Scratcher, Scratcher is a description of someone who scratches a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just
It's
a
And you
not
could also
even a
say the
name,
name,
it's
the
just
name
a
brick is
description.
also just rock that is used to build a home, but people still call themselves brick.
Do they?
Really?
Yes.
I've
Have you never met a non-binary
I've
person?
never met
no,
someone
no,
called
I
Brick.
I
Have you-
know.
Oh my
Who the
god.
fuck
that's
calls
so
himself
great.
Brick?
I have that.
Oh, is it like when people call themselves
Non-binary people.
Petal,
They
or
also
like...
called themselves bread. It's great.
What a shitty
I
name.
have in fact focused on their pog.
I've deadass met someone who called themselves worm on a string.
They should have called themselves something
Poggers.
cool.
That is an epic name.
No, it's fucking not. It's lame.
Shut up, that's epic.
You know, shout out to Bread on a Stick if you're out there. You got a shit name. Should be called, you should have called your,
This is just abuse at this point.
you should have called yourself Loaf on a Log. It would have made you cooler.
Continuing.
I'm in a
Tiefling
cockroach.
continues. Tiefling continues, holding the holy symbol kind of close to their heart. A single tear rolls down their cheek. Capella was a good friend of mine.
It's fucking insane.
I used to be stationed in
Can I
Elimi.
please tell him how he
It's,
died?
We don't know how he died,
Is it not?
do.
do we?
Yeah, the treant.
Oh yeah, true.
Giant fucking tree.
We know.
You just assumed
Oh,
that
okay.
Capella died from that tree ant.
No, he died from drowning as a result
It was
of the
either the
tree.
treant or the drowner.
No, it was tree ant. It was tree ant. Or drowning.
Anyway,
Drowning
Me
killed
and-
him, but the cause of him drowning was the tree end.
No, it was the treant. The treant hit him.
me and Capella were good friends when she was younger. She was
She
also
still
so
looked young.
rambunctious and energetic.
Insane.
I was there with her when she was sent away to war. My name is Hope, if you would refer to me as such. And I do believe you're here to collect something.
Well, I'm not, but
Yes, we were issued with a reward for, dealing with that weird little pond of yours.
Yes, the corrupted water that was taking the lives of innocents there.
Yes, that.
Yes, so a reward has been prepared. If you would take it in her stead, I'm sure she would be very happy.
I do not feel great taking money from the dead.
I will take it then. I will take a hit for the team. And take the dead
It's
person's
for the
money.
team. You don't give a shit. Guys.
Turns to Garak. And you?
Yes.
You are here for the same reasons? To collect a reward?
I am accompanying my compatriots who were also present around the time of the incidents.
Very well. That honor you wear. Beware it, however. Continuing, I do have your reward right here, as they turn around and promptly come back with a small box. Actually two small boxes.
Container.
Hands one to you, Darwin, and hands one to you, Garak.
I take the box.
Are we gonna play a game of cards over who gets propellers?
Literally dead.
No, Capellas has been reserved to pay for her services.
They make up a good-
for the dead.
What? She's dead. She has no need for money.
You
Yes,
are aware
this is
of
to pay
you
for
are
her
aware of the
funeral.
funeral.
Did you have a? You do funerals? Huh? Where I come
Yes,
from, we just
Not everyone is
burn
yes,
them.
we do funerals. We're a place of
a
worship.
religious organization. Of course they do
What
funerals.
would I know about religion? I grew up in a desert.
I don't know what funerals are either, to be fair.
Your problems are your problems.
That wasn't a problem.
Well, you do not have a god in your life.
What a god. What are you on about? Strange people.
Are you saying you have never heard of the divine ones?
Oh no, is he r/atheist?
No. Well, yes, I have,
Yeah,
but I've never heard of. But I've
It's
never heard of being
r/theism.
called a god.
This man is r/theism.
Very well. Pulls out a small book and hands it to you. Read through that. That should explain all you need to know. Well, is our business concluded here?
I do believe so.
Very well. If you wish to stay and pray, you may. If you have any more questions, you may ask. However, I have business to attend to.
Yes,
And they turn back around and return to praying upon their knees.
I think we should.
skedaddle.
You're gonna skedaddle out of
We're
there?
gonna skedaddle.
Yeah. Maybe
Alright.
just like maybe not skedaddle, but
You respectfully walk out.
I'm gonna bolt out with the speed of the fucking Hermes.
Okay, all of you walk out of
should we investigate what was in those
building.
containers?
Upon exiting the temple, would you like to see what you got?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I just heard more Minecraft chickens, sorry. Okay.
Yes.
There's
Upon,
definitely Minecraft chicken.
upon opening the box, both of you receive 2,600 gold pieces.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
600, that puts me up at
I don't mean that.
6,642 gold pieces.
2,600.
2,600.
Money's for squares.
Hey guys, you know how encumbrance is like a thing that we're doing?
Yeah.
Are you actually...
I'm encumbered.
Are you encumbered?
We need to find you a bank, my man, so we can
This is
exchange
actually-
Or we
it.
just need to get on with like shopping so I can.
This is actually unheard of, Gardak. How are you encumbered?
We need
I have what are the
6,000
boxes
gold
like?
pieces.
we need to turn some of them to platinum, or you're gonna die.
I mean, we are using variant
Yeah.
encumbrance.
How does
I don't think
variant
it's as
work
bad as
again?
it could be. It's under general information.
Yeah.
If you carry in excess of 5 times your strength score, yeah, your speed drops by 10, so you're just a bit
Oh,
slower.
he drops by 10. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's not an issue.
Anyway, continuing. Where to now?
Oliver.
What are the boxes like?
Oliver.
The boxes seem to be made of a kind of metal that is kind of. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's kind of like a dark cobalt kind of color.
Is it made
Okay.
of
With
I'm
like
gonna
a
keep the
kind of
box then.
with white lining and a crescent moon symbol on the top of it.
Wait, what was the metal?
Dark cobalt.
I'm just putting in metal box
I mean, that's effectively what it is.
because that's
Okay.
descriptive enough.
It's better than some DMs.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait, is this a place with the Great Library?
yes, you have arrived at Town if you want to go. I will say everyone has the rest of the day to do what they will do. So, who's doing what?
I'm just gonna say we have hit 5 o'clock, so
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how long have we been recording? Hold on, give me a minute.
It's going to be 5 hours, isn't it?
no, because we start at 1.
We've
Oh, yeah, it's only going to be 4 hours.
No, we've been
We're
recording.
gonna go
for,
till 5.
We've been recording for 3 hours 41 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. We've got time.
How much longer are we gonna go on?
Half an hour or so, maybe.
That
Oh,
sounds
okay.
fair.
I'm thinking if we save any and all like shopping related things, maybe.
Yeah.
And then we have
For
like a big
next.
shopping episode next episode.
Okay, I will say first day there. What's everyone doing?
I am going to now wish everyone luck and go to meet special person.
Okay, you're going to go meet them. We'll get to you in a minute. I need to know what everyone else is doing.
I'm gonna take a look around, see if I can find either a tavern or see if I see anyone interesting while I'm walking around.
Okay.
That'd be
I would say,
perception.
actually, no, not really. I wouldn't even make you roll for it because there is one tavern that does
Wonderful.
catch your attention.
Wonderful.
It has got the sign above it of or like the picture itself on the sign seems to be a cat, like a pure white cat, like kind of sleeping rolled up with a single ear missing, and it's called the Cat's Ear Tavern.
Are you sure it's not the ugly barn?
It's not the ugly
We
barn.
already had the ugly barnacle.
It's a chain of taverns.
No, it's not. I'm not. I know. That's. No, no, no.
You kind of want to.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I shall enter that.
Okay, let me quickly pull up my fucking notes. Here we are. Entering the tavern, inside it has got very kind of planked wood interior, and it seems to be made of various planks of wood with like many support beams in the center. I say many, there's 2 in the center. Relatively large. To your immediate right, there is a bar that seems to go down for about half the tavern, then kind of cuts off, only taking up maybe a fifth of the total room. Down the other end of the entrance, there is a staircase that seems to lead up, and behind the bar is a pure white tabaxi with these two eyes that are blue, like a kind of piercing blue.
Wait, what did you say the
And
name of the
one of-
bar was again?
The name of the tavern is the Cat's Ear Tavern.
You sure it's not the ugly barn?
I am.
No,
I
it's
am
definitely
sure.
this one.
And she is missing one of her ears, and she turns to you and goes, "Oh, all right. Looks like we got a new customer. How can I help you?"
I'm just gonna ask for a drink, just like a simple drink.
All right, just a simple drink it is. Hold on. Give me a second while I pull up prices.
Wonderful.
I gotta pull up prices real quick.
How the hell?
I gotta have your cup. My prices.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
take a little.
losing it. Come on, you're not
Yeah.
Popeye.
I am losing it. Okay.
Wait, who's the other ghost
Alright.
stuffers in like
The pig.
cartoons?
Were you trying to pull off the?
No, I really wasn't. That is impossible.
That man is actually.
She continues and goes, Yeah, right. That'll cost you about 40 copper.
How much? Sorry, my mind.
40 copper.
40 copper. Okay. I hand over. I have 25. I have. So just
Do you hand her over a single silver instead?
yeah.
Yeah, right. Gives you back 60 copper. I'll be back in just a moment then. And she heads off. At this point, we'll come to the next person. We've done... So I know where Darwin's going. We've done Garak. Where is Atropa going?
I will go see.
You're gonna go see Alveria? Oh my god, your mic is actually gone.
Ah!
Okay, are you going to go see Alveria?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come to you in a minute then. So that's, I believe that's 3 or 4. Scratcher is gonna go to her temple, respectively, and deliver the package. Oh my god! That fucking hurt. That noise.
Why does my mic have bipolar? It's loud. Like honestly, it can hear me when I sing funny FNAF song as a joke. It can hear me when I speak a language or just be a different language, or I'm just incoherent. And it can hear me when I'm crying because of the pain it causes me. But anything
Oh yeah,
else,
your crying is very good.
And it can pick up
anything else-
every bit of background noise, including your keyboard.
anything else. Just no words. Nah.
See, it's telling you it wants to be replaced.
No. No, it's
So,
gonna have to buckle up because I ain't going.
so that's what Atropa's doing.
Oh my goodness.
Kripitaka, where are you doing?
I guess I'll head off to the library.
Windwalker's Library. Okay. Starting with Darwin, we will begin. So, Darwin,
Yes.
pulling up my notes real quick. Hold on. You come to not necessarily a shady part of town, but not as many people here. A lot more alleyways, a lot more shade here. And you come to a shop that is called the Third Eyes Curtain, or the Third Eyes Curtain.
Damn it.
It is not necessarily made of like wooden planks, but it's like kind of brick and mortar, and then it has wooden planks over.
Like the TV show.
I'm sorry, there's a TV show called Brick and Mortar.
Say it again, but slowly.
Yeah, well, not even necessarily
reference.
brick, but like more like stone,
It's like the funny
stone
side.
and
Damn it,
wooden
no,
planks.
shut up. Why? Hate you, Noah.
Don't worry, I
Okay,
do too.
continue.
Anyway, there is, instead of a door, there is just a curtain, which is a very dark red, like a kind of velvet, a large green kind of eye on it, with instead of like a circular pupil, it's got like a slit.
Oh, like a cat.
Yeah, like a cat's eye.
Okay, I walk through it.
Walking in to the shop, there are these very large sticks of incense in these burners that just constantly give off this smoke, like very wispy, thin smoke. There's about 6 of them around the shop that just constantly fill it up with these different mixes of like jasmine and lavender and spice you've never really smelt before, and it's all these different smells, and it's almost like there's a mist in here. In the center of the room, sitting down, kind of cross-legged, there is a human form, or seems to be female, and you recognize this. They currently have their eyes shut. However, something slightly off that you recognize. They have a second set of smaller eyes underneath their main ones that are also shut. They have a large set of horns that protrude and curve back behind the head, about 1.5 feet.
I
They
walk
have-
up in front of them.
They also have a second set of arms underneath their normal, and as you approach, the eyes suddenly burst open. There is no pupil, there is no anything. It's just one solid color, and it is green. As
Good to see you again, Ash.
Darwin, it is good to see you too.
It's been way too long, old friend.
We have been apart for too long that we have. So
I embrace.
kind of reaches up, and you feel 4 arms pull around you and bring you in a tight squeeze. It has been too long, Darwin. Too long indeed. I had to flee here. You know how hard it is
Yes,
to
I
get in when you
heard.
look like me?
Yes, I can imagine. We already had some issue as my little friend here, and I bring out the egg from my backpack,
Oh,
was apparently a bit of a, trouble. But I think I talked my way out of any trouble.
yes. It's such a hassle. And one of the arms just reaches over to like a shelf and brings back like this small doll that seems to have at least 5 different animals that are just stitched together in like this voodoo doll like kind of fashion. Yes, apparently voodoo magic is also very illegal here. Makes business
Yeah,
very
it's
hard.
funny that.
Yes,
It's very annoying.
Yes. Apparently, torturing something after death is frowned upon here.
Oh,
Never heard
how
of it in my life.
stupid of them.
You just go back to the desert, honestly.
Exactly.
Anyway, so focusing on business now that
Yes.
welcome backs have been arranged. So
Yes. I believe I have what I came here to give you, and I hand over the stone.
kind of takes it and with 2 hands, and then one of the other smaller one reaches over and pulls like a small kind of gem inspector's glass and puts it up to the eye.
Oh yeah.
Yes, this is very good. In fact, you have brought me more than I needed, Darwin.
Ah.
So, on top of your normal reward, I shall give you something more. Now.
I see.
Wait here for but 10 minutes, and I shall be back in but a moment.
While she's gone, I will look around the room, just see what's around,
Okay.
giving a closer inspection to stuff.
Yeah. Looking around the room, Ash sells a variety of different monster parts, these different horns, what seems to be still pumping hearts and jars, different eyeballs that still seem to try and look around the room, certain skulls of different animals that seem to be very well preserved, as well as the normal like kind of stitched together.
Wait, what
Different
skulls
things.
are there?
There's a raven skull, there's a full-on bull skull, there's a skull that seems to be conjoined with a second one. Very strange things. Looking among them, you notice one thing that sticks out to you in particular.
Yes.
And that is this single kind of jar with like an eyeball in it. However, the eyeball just seems to swim around the jar, almost as if though it's its own living creature. The room itself is actually very lowly lit. In fact, the only thing really giving off light is the small embers of the incense. But somehow it's easy to see in here. Eventually, Ash comes back holding a small bowl of the crystal from before. Yes, Darwin. I've created what I needed to create, and this is your reward. As she puts it in your hand and gives you a crystal bowl, which is actually a magic item I can give you.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Oh, yeah.
If I could find it, that would be cool. Hold on.
Okay, I will add
gotta
that when we have finished.
I'll give you the handout now.
Cool.
You should have it now. Yeah, you should have it now.
Wait, how are you sending it? Wait, what? Where?
It's on the Roll20 where you'd find handouts.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Continuing.
So should I add that to my inventory stuff? Or,
Yes.
cool.
Continuing, she goes, I know I just sent you on a little quest of mine, Darwin. However, there's some more interesting crystals have come to my attention recently. And there are two to be precise. One resides what I believe to be a construct of clockwork nature. It is sealed within the sewers of Talendor. Yes, very... Rumors have it very dangerous. The other one is said to be the Shard of Fleeting Winter. It is in the Forest of Dreams, due south of here. In an old set of ruins. However, you give it 2 weeks and bring companions. The forest is a little bit too dangerous right now. Darwin,
Yes,
I would
I've
say
met a group that I've been traveling with who seem to be
travelling in-
quite good.
Yeah, traveling in from the south, you did see the very large and thick forest.
So that's
with
two
this
different
large-
types of... There's 2 different stones, correct? Or
Yes,
is there,
there
like,
is
pieces
one
of stone?
that is that seems to be in a clockwork construct of some sort within the sewers, and the other one seems to be in the Forest of Dreams, due south of Talendor, in some ruins.
In the... Alright, so the clock is in where we are now.
The clockwork one is in, it's in Talendor. It's sealed in the sewers, you have been told.
And the other one is in
In the
Forest
of
Ruins.
Dreams. Forest of Dreams ruins, just south.
Forest of Dreams. Okay. Okay. 2 stones, 1 in the clock in the sewer and 1 in the Forest of Dreams. Cool. Got that down then. Okay.
And that's where we'll finish Darwin's small part. Coming back in order, we'll come back to Gardak now.
Ah, wonderful.
Gardak, some time has passed. Your drink is brought out to you. And she goes, So, why you ever come here?
I came to Talendor with a few friends, but temporarily gone our separate ways to attend to various business we had. So I thought I'd find somewhere.
Renze, have you considered staying the night? I assume you're here for a fair while.
It looks like we will be here for around a week, if not more. So,
Oh, well, are you looking for a place to stay for a couple nights?
not directly now, but I shall.
Hey,
But
well,
I likely shall be
keep us in
shortly.
we got pretty good rooms here for a relatively cheap price.
I shall
good,
keep you in mind.
We also have other services, if that's what you're looking for.
Um,
Welcome to Talendor.
Welcome to Talendor.
I'm out of character. I'm torn between one and the other because I know what it means. Please
Are you
wait.
sure you know what it means?
I'm like 90% sure.
Okay.
I'm going to inquire. I'm going to inquire. What are these other services you speak of?
Hey, well, there are a whole range of things. We could have people teach you, have people spend the night with you, have a whole range of things. Ask me what kind of service we want, or you want, and I'll tell you if we can do it for you.
I shall keep this in mind.
What kind of services are you looking for, though?
I'm not currently looking for any service. I'm just intrigued as to what I was referring to, as it was a...
Oh, come on, you must have come to Talendor for something.
Asking for a friend.
My mind is freaking dizzy.
Oh, I could make this scenario so much worse.
You could.
Make it worse. Come
And I
on.
have no power to stop you.
Make it worse. Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, right. Looks like you've been travelling around lately. Look a little bit stressed.
Uh-oh. Wait, what do you do? Oh,
I have
what are
such
you up to?
I have such a massive grin on my face.
I can tell. I can hear it in your voice. I do all... Wait, I'm having a
So-
breakdown.
What kind of company have you got?
Well,
dear.
I have some fellow adventurers with me. We've got a rather large variety of different people.
Really? Tell me about them.
Well, got... As you may be able to tell, I am a half-orc, so... And I've been travelling with... We've got 2 humans, right? Just to confirm?
Yes. Tripitaka is also human.
Yeah. Got 2 humans, a rogue and a monk. Got a strange plant being from the Feywilds who is trained in the bardic arts. And a Kenku who is very, very much a religious individual.
Right. So, from this description you've given me, and I'm only assuming here, but that sounds like 3 men and a holy woman. On a journey like yours that's lasted so long, oh, it must have been lonely for you. Nick, eat your heart out.
We've had... I'm
Must have
trying
been
to
a rough
think...
journey.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this out. We need to be very careful with how we word this because we know the rules of the platform. We can't be too
What's the
obvious.
worst that could happen, huh? I've not said anything. Hey, you must be really stressed from how long that journey
I
was.
don't like where this is going.
We have had a
Where'd you
fair
come
few...
from exactly?
I come from... Well, I was part of a clan just about in Sandow, but we've come a long way from there.
All the way from Sadendower.
Been quite the journey.
A long journey indeed. Oh. You look like you need some rest. And a good night of sleep. So, why don't you go gather up all your friends, and you get rooms here tonight?
I think I will do just that. I will attempt to locate them.
So you finish your drink and head out into Talendor to go and find everyone. At that point, we'll cut away from you,
Yes.
and we'll do Tripitaka next. Give me just a moment. I just need.
It's me.
Hold on. Give me just a minute.
You're
As I pull up.
saving the best for
Okay. So, Tripitaka, where are you going?
I'm on my way to the Windwalker
Library.
Library, yes.
Okay, not very hard to find, big old library. Eventually you come to this large cylindrical building that stretches a good 50 foot into the air and seems to have floors that just from the brief glimpse you get looking inside, there seems to be floors that go below ground. However, at the gates there are these two monks wearing these completely white robes with this very almost kind of sky blue lining. There is a pattern along the white of their robes, which just seems to be what is it called? In really old paintings, how they would depict air in these kind of waves that were like circles that would come back onto themselves.
I don't know what that's called.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. So Avatar: The Last Airbender. The symbol
I'm
for
being
air.
called a bit cringe.
Oh yeah.
It's like the symbol for air, but it's like that kind of thing that comes off into a wave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Just across their robes in this very light blue. Outside there seems to be two humans. They're just kind of standing outside.
Okay.
Do you approach?
Yes. I will. Oh no, maybe let's strike up conversation with one of these guys in the blue robes.
As you walk up, they go, "Halt! No one is allowed into the library unless accompanied by a monk of the Windwalker."
Well, where do I go about finding one of those?
We may escort you inside if you wish to book an appointment.
Yes, please.
Very well, very well. Both of them kind of follow you, kind of trailing behind you 5 or so feet. And as you're walking in, you see, you glance over your shoulder and you see just another two come up to the entrance and stand guard. Eventually you come to this kind of a circle with a single monk wearing slightly darker blue robes, not quite sky blue, still very light but slightly darker. The pattern is slightly more complex with the addition of a second layer of these swirls. This is another human man, his head completely bald. Seems to be a more official member of the Windwalkers, and he turns to you and goes, "Hey, so, what can I help you with?"
Hello, my fine fellow. I wish to be accompanied into the Skywalker Temple. I mean, the Airwalker Temple. I mean, the library.
First of all, it is the Library of the Windwalkers.
Oh.
Be good to remember that.
Not Airwalker, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Windwalker.
Oh, yeah, I
Secondly,
was thinking of Zelda, that game that doesn't exist in this world yet.
second of all, we are currently booked out right now. There are too many people visiting at once, and we only have so many monks to go around. So,
Just handing out monks.
the soonest date we can allow you to peruse our various collections is, and he looks for a few papers, 2 months from now.
Oh, gee. Jeez. Yeah. 2 months. Just, I don't
wish-
exactly have 2 months.
If you wish, I may peruse this library on this floor and this floor alone for 1 hour with you. Is this agreeable?
Well, tell me what's on each of the different floors?
Well, going further up in the library, up to going up to floor -5, which is 5 floors up from here, will bring you to a children's and fictional section. Going down further into the library will bring you into more historical records, history of certain things, learn how to do martial arts, arcanes, other things such as that. There are 500 floors total underground.
Oh.
and I'm sure you can figure out the rest. Further deeper you go, more detailed knowledge becomes. This is floor 0.
So this is like a more base level, like, knowledge.
Yes, this is universal knowledge that almost anyone can understand.
So what? So do you need some sort of training or something, or to understand
No.
the deeper levels?
No, it is more detailed history, thicker books, larger tomes, ancient, older books, more
Well-
detailed and ancient, as it were.
Well, I guess that's okay, because I don't exactly have all the time in the world to be reading, so I
Yes,
will
yes.
accept your offer.
Very well, very well. You have 1 hour. Tut tut.
Awesome. Okay.
And the 2 guards from before go and return to their posts as this man starts following you. Just keeping a very close eye on you.
Okay. No, I've just noticed that I have an 8 stealth. So. Okay, so I guess I'll have a look at the different sections they have on this floor. Like the categories.
I'd say for that, make an investigation check. See if you can find any good stuff, because there's a lot of books here. 7. I mean, the DC was actually no, it varied depending on what you rolled. 7. Looking through, you've never been in a place with so many books before. There is just, you can't even tell if there are walls to this place. It is just a labyrinth of book like shelves and cases, and it just goes on and on and on. Eventually, after about half an hour, spending like just half your time looking for something that piques your interest, there is one book that piques your interest, and it is magical candle making and how magic is incorporated into non-living or unorganic matter.
Candle make.
This candles.
Yes.
Can anything be? Oh, okay.
You rolled a 7 investigation. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a quick little. Let's look at the blurb of it. Actually, I guess that is the blurb. I'll have a look. Like I'll sort of skim through it.
Hold on.
Like maybe like 10 minutes.
Anyway, well, sorry, I had to go for just a moment.
It's okay. So I guess I'll just spend like 10 minutes.
Okay,
having, like,
so you're just spending
like
10
that.
minutes looking for it. Okay.
Just see if
Reading
it's
through it,
easy.
in your 10 minutes, you learn that various runes inscribed on like non-living matter, like on unorganic matter, like metal and such, draws from various elemental planes of existence and concentrates them and gives things like certain things may be reefed in fire, or some things may turn to a liquid and revert back into their physical form. Things may learn, or maybe not learn, but are able to fly for a short period of time, becoming as light as air. It then begins to go on to how if various runes are carved into candle wax and wax that slowly burns away with a candle, it can grant people who breathe in the smell of that candle, or if a command word is spoken, it can grant various effects. And that's just you kind of like skimming through the book.
Okay. I guess I'll spend the next 20 minutes. I guess because that's how much. Yeah, I'll spend the last 20 minutes just reading this book.
Okay. Reading that book, you learn that that learning to carve runes and actually being someone who can enchant magical items takes a very long time and a lot of dedication, as transferring magic from yourself onto an item and getting it to stay there is a very long and arduous process. And whilst magical items are abundant and many in this world, the process of creating one takes weeks, if not months, depending on who is making it. In the form of specialization, it is strange because there are those who can only carve runes into wood, and it will only work on wood, even if the same runes are used on iron or candle wax or anything of the sort. Therefore, it is often believed that there are different runes for each type of different material, and that this has only been learnt from many, many, many years of trial and error. And magical candles are often considered an anomaly among magical items, as they tend to be one use and not really overly brought by people. And it's at that point the 20 minutes ends and your book is snapped shut by the person who's bringing you round. I do believe it is time for you to leave.
I said, well, oh, thank you for your time. But, oh, look behind you. Someone's stealing a book.
That's a deception check.
Yeah.
Wait, is someone doing something I would do?
They're gonna roll insight. Natural 11. And actually, I'm thinking of what to give them. I'll give them +6, which makes them 1 shy of your deception. Quickly kind of, what's where? Turns around to see that nothing's there, and quickly turns back around, and you have stayed there, moved. What have you done?
I'm aware that I'm only wearing robes, but I somehow stuff it into my boobs.
So what is that bowl?
like behind me.
You appear to have a very book-shaped lump.
Mate, that's definitely a stealth check. Make a stealth check. It doesn't beat his passive perception, I'm so sorry. He kind of turns back to you and goes, pitiful attempt, reaches in and just snatches it out of your robes. This
Does he grab anything
of
else?
the Windwalker's library. No, he doesn't.
Aww.
This is property of the Windwalker's library. You cannot take, borrow, or buy a book from us. All knowledge in here is to be kept here. He just places it back onto the shelf where you found it.
Oh.
And so, I politely ask you to leave.
Just got kicked out. Well,
I mean, at least he was chill about it.
If
I
you
haven't
wish
been
to
kicked out
create an
yet.
appointment, where you may peruse the library as much as you like for a day, week, however long, you may do so in 2 months when all of our monks aren't being used for others.
Okay, but could I just do what I did today, where I just have the one floor? Or is that a
No,
one
today
time
I
thing?
made an exception because you seem to be a monk as well. Not of our monastery, of course. However, knowledge is to be shared, and so we shared our knowledge. This is a one-time offer. If you wish to book an appointment, you may.
I guess we're not going to be here in 2 months. So.
Well, I'm very sorry for that, but that is the only time we are next available.
You
Well,
can always come back. You do know that.
Say that to my
Yeah.
say that to my persuasion check, wretch.
yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna pull my luck and do another deception. I'll take the L.
Go fuck, take the L, okay.
God's at the bottom.
Your cooperation is very appreciated.
He just ignores that I just stole a book from him. Or tried. It's
I mean, he didn't ignore it, considering he's kicking you out.
I was gonna leave.
But he
I was gonna
didn't
have to
call
anyway.
like guards on you. So I would count yourself lucky with
I
that one.
seduced the monk.
How do you seduce the monk?
No, I'm joking.
No, okay.
That's something I would do. Thank you very much. Don't you steal my
You
fire
think you're
there.
stealing our bits slowly. Next thing you know,
Very
you've been
well.
taking
I
stuff.
do believe you have outstayed your welcome. And so, kind of gestures for you to leave and slowly follows behind you, every now and then just guiding you out of the library because it is like an actual fucking labyrinth.
Oh, yeah.
brings you back to the entrance where he gives a small bow. And do you leave, or are you just going to stand there like a fucking jackass?
I do like a Skyrim where you just wait for like 12 hours outside. No.
You just kind of phase out of existence. Stand there for 12 hours.
I
Just gonna fucking wait outside for 12 hours like a jackass, just T-posing.
Yes. I'm here for your wares.
No, I assume Tripitaka would leave.
I give a respectful bow and say cheers, big ears. No.
As you leave, you give a small glance over your shoulder and kind of touching his ears, like, are they pig?
He just pulls out a mirror.
It's like,
You just made this man
Falls into a
about his-
depression.
actually touched upon his deep-seated insecurity about his.
Yes.
Anyway, that will end Tripitaka's little escapade. Next, we will come to
I'm going to go like very soon.
okay. I mean, we'll probably end the session after all of this.
Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be ready.
Next, we will come to Scratch is doing her own thing. We'll come to a trooper next.
Mike, monkeys and Mike, please do not cut out. Drink roleplay. Okay.
Can you
Okay.
just cut out now?
I don't.
Just it listens to your ranting of please don't cut out, but the moment you start talking, it cuts out.
Wonderful. I would want it no other way.
Well, I'm sure you would, but okay.
Shut up.
Anyway, a trooper, what are you doing?
Hold on. Hold that thought. I have someone at the
God
door.
fucking damn it. Do you like jazz?
No.
Can't wait to get sued now.
Okay, I'm gonna finish up soon because I'm gonna hungry. Anyway,
I mean, we could just end the session here and pick this up next session.
I feel
Going
like that
to
might
go
be
to
an idea,
Hungary.
considering that I'm also going to have to.
Yeah,
okay.
everyone has stuff to do IRL. So, dear
Sure.
listeners, this is where we're gonna end.
dear listeners, you fucking.
Yeah, finally
Dear
got to
listeners.
Talendor.
So, sorry to leave you on a hanger.
So, I don't know.
We've got things to do in the
Yeah, I mean, at least we had a pretty funny Tripitaka scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm about to do is anyone's guess, really. So, oof.
Oh, I do wonder what it will be.
Well, it's gonna be.
Tuning next time. Troopers.
Find out next episode on the Heroes of Edorea.
Are we having the question play sequence? There you go.
No, questions for the DM. Go.
What services do they offer?
You can go find out.
Okay. Can they feed me grapes?
You can go find out.
I'll strangle.
If you strangle me, you'll never find out.
No, I'll strangle. I did not specify. I just do.
You are going to strangle. What will you strangle?
Everything.
Any other questions for the DM?
I wanna know if I was. No, I can't ask that. Never mind. That's metagaming.
How is it metagaming?
Yeah,
If we're talking out of character.
I was gonna ask if. I'm not sure. Okay, that's a good point. How close was I to bamboozling those guards at the gate?
I believe you were one off.
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, it's a dice man.
What else? Yeah, that's it for me.
That's all from me. Anyone else?
No, I'm good.
Cool.
Any questions can be answered in game, so.
Yeah.
So, that concludes this episode of Heroes of Edorea.
Oh God. That it does. We're saying goodbye. Say farewell, dear audience.
Bye.
Goodbye, audience.